The Austrian Grand Prix is underway. It's a decent launch off the line for Charles Leclerc, but George Russell chops across, maintains the lead, but that won't be an ideal exit out of turn number 1. Could he be vulnerable to the Scala Ferrari?
That was crazy.
He was off the road at turn 1, but rejoins in 4th place. It's George Russell who leads, then it's Charles Leclerc, Lewis Hamilton, and Max Verstappen did get off the line, but he's under major pressure to the inside from Lando Norris. That was close for Charles Leclerc, who's lost out. Lewis Hamilton finds himself getting close, and again into the braking zone. Kimi Antonelli goes off. Charles Leclerc in second, but it's Hamilton bringing the fight behind. It's close between the McLarens, but look at the Ferraris. This race is already insane. So close, Hamilton trying to go around the outside and making the move stick. Our most recent winner back in form and up to 2nd place in the Grand Prix. George Russell leads, Hamilton improves to 2nd.
Yeah, Leclerc there trying to do the cutback in these high-speed corners, and that was
struggling right now to get the streams up. Sorry, guys.
From Lewis Hamilton watching the battle ahead. And,
yo, what up?
Should have feared not for the
how's it going, AO?
Trains, all of them getting away well off the line. And Kimi Antonelli feeling the need to use all of that runoff on this opening lap.
George Russell leads. Lewis Hamilton up to 2nd place.
Let's go, baby.
Antonelli, Verstappen,
I'm struggling with the stream right now.
Antonelli popped it off both in turn 1 and turn 3, but he's going to come up the inside of Leclerc.
Instant move on Charles Leclerc. He's off again.
That's so
funny,
man. Yeah.
DC. He rejoins. He cannot stop that Mercedes right now.
Just struggling.
Yeah, and that's over those sort of sleeping
policemen. Trying to make this all work. I got to make this screen better.
He's got to be careful he doesn't take some floor damage. And also to be questioned as to whether he gained an advantage.
F1.
Well, he let Leclerc back through, but that's allowing Verstappen to get in the mix as well as they head down towards 4.
Antonelli trying to make progress. He's been so quick so far this weekend, but he cannot get the feel on the brakes. And now Charles Leclerc having to go late on the brakes to defend from Max Verstappen could open the door for Antonelli.
What up? What up?
And the 2 McLarens.
How's everyone?
Verstappen stands on the power. Looks
this race is already insane. I don't know what's going on.
That is so close.
It's clearly an insane race already. I'm not even paying attention to the moment. I'm trying to fix everything on the screen. But welcome everyone.
It's now Russell,
live
Hamilton, Verstappen,
Austrian Grand Prix. It's crazy
Antonelli in 5th, and the McLarens who look good at long one.
This is going to be an insane race. All that comes down to strategy.
Past the championship leader, who has not had the opening stages of the Grand Prix he needed.
Yeah, well, all of this says they're not doing tire preservation. They want
the fact that Lewis is in 2nd right now,
and this is played perfectly into the hands of Hamilton.
We're good. Man, oh man, I might have to stand up. I haven't had my coffee yet. Bro, what up, everyone? If you're watching, if you're just joining, make sure to join the stream, share it with your friends. We are live at Austrian Grand Prix. It's absolute chaos. It's great, but it's chaos already. Our track leaders are George Russell, Lewis Hamilton, Max Verstappen. Did I sleep well? No, I'm exhausted. I'm dead tired right now. I'm dead tired. But, you know, at the end of the day, what can you do? We gotta get out here and stream and make these things happen.
As they hit the brakes. All action, all frantic.
Hope you slept well, though.
Clean between the front guys.
Valtteri Bottas reporting his brakes are on fire. His Grand Prix looks to go no further than lap number 3. And it's not
but it's all good.
For Formula One's newest team.
Valtteri Bottas already pitting? What is going on?
The pits. So Hamilton gaining a place.
What up, TikTok? How are you guys? What up, Twitch?
Having the chance off the
What's up, YouTube fam?
Didn't work out for him. Antonelli off the road a couple of times. He's been
what up, everyone? If you're just joining, make sure to also subscribe, like, follow, tell your friends. Let's have some fun. Austrian Grand Prix. On fire. There's a fire in his car.
He's been on fire this weekend in terms of his driving. He's ahead of Hadjar. Can't see
Liam Lawson says he has a fire in his car. What?
But the man that's been solidly in the points this year.
Also, newest edition, added a little clock. Got the official Rolex clock up here. Got lights behind me to tell us where the track's at, depending on the session. Right now it's green, track is clear, so the lights will be kind of a tinted purplish. But when things maybe get a yellow car, I mean a safety car will get the yellow lights. If we get a track end of the session, we'll get the red lights. So yeah, keep a lookout. Fastest lap from a new driver will show up out here. It's good stuff, man. I'm having fun with this.
Got the promotion up to the senior team, and he's got the position for the moment. Lawson,
craziness, man. What's up, everyone? TikTok is popping right now. How are you guys?
And he's had a very solid campaign so far.
How's everyone doing? It's early for me. It's early. It's 6 a.m. out here on the West Coast, and I'm not. Haven't had my coffee yet, so I may have to step away for just a brief moment. This is a long race, by the way. 71 laps. It's long. It's going to be good.
you're getting thin air, you're getting hot thin air to try and cool the brakes. And if you're running, which pretty much everyone is now in traffic, you're not even getting much of that air. So,
I'm excited, man.
Lawson still
see, we just got the
not happy
green
with
lap right
things.
there.
It must be the front brakes that he's talking about, and now Arvid Lindblad.
What up, Rachel? How are you? Good morning. It's early, like way too early. I don't know how we're supposed to do this every single weekend. It's early.
You've got to have the confidence, which
Max and Ham. Yeah, they're gonna go in. I'm here for it.
He has had brake issues.
The two guys are about to. They're about to put on a clinic on how this is about to work, bro. Gabe, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I'm scared because you know we know how good they both are. They're gonna put on a clinic, but it's gonna be a good race. Strategy's gonna come to play. Tire degradation. It's gonna be good.
On the Cadillac car.
Yeah.
New team for this year. Finding
I'm dragging. I got bags under my eyes. I'm trying to like get the lighting to make more sense. It's brutal right now. But we're here. We made it. We made it. Let's do this.
And they're going to both be out with the
I want to see both on podium. Dang, that'd be a sick podium. Minus George Russell and his whole perspective of not doing what he.
That's a couple of the Cadillacs.
You know, he shouldn't be up there, but nonetheless, it is what it is. What time is it on my side? Yeah, it's 6 a.m., bro. 6 a.m. Clock right there. 6 a.m. It's early. Way too early for what it is. Yo, Gabe, thanks for the follow, bro. I appreciate you.
I'd say now they've settled down. They're just trying to feel those tires and then start placing judgment as to when they want to make the first stop.
Fix a part of my
just continuing on Lawson's issues. He's still got his teammate directly behind him. We're focusing on our championship leader, Kimi Antonelli, in the silver Mercedes.
How's everyone's Sunday going? How are you guys doing here on TikTok? I got 18 of you over here. What's happening with y'all? Good morning, everyone. If you're just joining, my name's Kevin. I stream all things F1. I stream every single weekend all the F1 races. We'll be live next weekend too. But first, make sure to follow me on TikTok if you haven't already. Make sure to follow me on Twitch if you're looking on Twitch. And make sure to follow me on YouTube if you're looking on YouTube and on Instagram. All my socials are right here, down below. And yeah, let's become friends. Let's be friends. I'm here for it. I want to be friends with you guys. I want to keep growing this community. I want to get better at this and have fun with these streams. We're 7 laps into 71 laps. Jesus Christ. It's going to be sick. It's going to be a good stream, guys. I can feel it.
Between third and fourth, and now Charles starting to steady.
What happened to Leclerc? Bad start? Yeah, I think so. I think he got kind of overcooked in a couple of the first 2 corners. And, you know, Charles mentally, you give that to Verstappen, he's naturally going to just kind of take advantage of that. Just that simple. Max is not someone you can allow to just pass you by. You know what I mean?
Beto and Gasly having a look for potentially forcing a driver off the track.
But
in the battle for
we'll see what happens. Because here comes Kimi Antonelli pushing on Charles right now. So we'll see. Charles can defend, but he's got to step it up though. Coffee in hand, Da Vinci on the screen. Yo, thanks for the follow, my man.
Away through, time slipping away for Antonelli in his quest to win this Grand Prix. If he gets clear air early, he can still do that.
Yo, what up? Thanks for the follow, bro. Let's go, Lewis. Come on, we got the Lewis fam here. Let's go, bro. I'm hyped.
Whoa, turn 9.
I'm hyped.
An overtake into turn 9.
Turn 9? Who overtook?
The Mercedes deploying
Max and Lewis. George are trading fastest laps, and what happens to Charles? Yeah, Rachel, you're not wrong. Max and Lewis are going to put on an absolute clinic. We know this. They're gonna put on a clinic every single lap. We've seen this time and time again, right? And also, we also know that the fact that when it comes down to George, let's see what he can do. Because remember what happened last year at the Red Bull Ring with George Russell and Max Verstappen. So I'm not saying what I'm saying, but what I'm saying is that let's just pay close attention. Longest ahead of us. It's going to be good. Yo, there's 68 of you guys in here. What up, TikTok? What's happening?
We'll see how quickly he can go and catch.
Welcome to the party. My name's Kevin. If you're new here, I post all things F1. I'm also a stuntman in the film industry. Thanks for joining live. It's 6 a.m. where I'm at. It's early, so if I'm a little quiet, it's okay. I'm getting there. I haven't had my coffee yet. I have my water, but I haven't had my coffee yet. Let's have some fun. Make sure to follow. Make sure to share the stream. Make sure to follow me on TikTok if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. and let's have some fun. Spam the chat if you can. Let's get this going. I want to know your guys' hot takes. I want to know what you guys, who you want to see win, who you want to see lose. I want to know it all. So with that being said, lock in. We got a long race. I got the live stream below. Audio should be playing nice and crystal clear. We got 71 laps. We're on lap. What lap are we on? We're on lap 9 of 71. Come on. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. 1 sec.
So far, he was aggressively pushing yesterday, trying to find his way to pole position. He's made places off the line today. He's trying to gain a 3rd place in the Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton directly ahead.
Had to close my door real quick.
Chance to make a break.
Let's do this though.
Escape with the race lead.
Let's do this.
Antonelli in 4th, catching 3rd here, who is stuck in.
Yeah, thanks for the fall, Aiden. I'm pretty tired, Aiden. I'm pretty tired, man. It's rough. It's definitely rough. But you know what? I'm having fun. That's what all that matters. I get to hang out with you guys. It's going to be good. It's going to be real. It's going to be good. That's all I can say. So it's glad to be here. Thanks for joining the stream also, Matt. I really appreciate it. And thank you for the follow, bro. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. It means a lot.
Could yield a great result.
That is awesome. Glad to see you guys are enjoying the stream.
Yeah, right now.
If I can do anything more of or less of, let me know, please.
So if you can find the sensible window.
All right, we're 10 laps. 10 laps in. The top 10. Your top 10 right now is George Russell, Lewis Hamilton, Max Verstappen, Kimi Antonelli, Charles Leclerc in 5th. That's your top 5. Oscar Piastri, Lando Norris, Isaac Hadjar, Liam Lawson, and Arvid Lindblad in 10th. That's your top 10 right now. Pretty interesting top 10. Not your normal top 10, but interesting. It might stay like this the rest of the race. We're probably going to have 2 epic pit stops, which comes down to strategy, if you're new here.
These 2 old battlers.
What you're watching right now is Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen. Old-time rivals, absolute legends. For real, just big-time dogs. These guys... Hold on.
So Verstappen could trigger this early. He is very close to Lewis. Every extra second we can get.
Yeah, that suggests to me.
Interesting. So engineers are saying basically, let's see what Max Verstappen does. It could trigger a 2-stop race. What Racer just said in the chat. 2-stop race. Strategy comes into play. Pit stops are coming into play. Each pit stop is roughly about 15 to 22 seconds. A lot of things can happen. A lot of things can happen. We are Team LH in this chat, okay? We are Team Lewis Hamilton in this chat. Max is already saying he has really bad brakes. We are Team LH in this chat. We want Lewis Hamilton to win. We also, oh my God, jeez, he just dove on freaking Max, bro. Look at that dive that Max just did.
Hamilton struggling with the tires.
Wow.
But no matter for Verstappen, the 5-time winner around.
Come on, Lewis, get him back.
Up to 2nd place, but Hamilton roars by.
Oh my God.
Lock up to show how much Verstappen is struggling.
Bro, this is a crazy race already. This is a crazy race already, man. What is going on?
Trying to go the long way round at turn number 6. Is there
oh my God. This drone FPV views. Oh my God. Oh my God, bro. These fools are really putting on a. Oh my God, bro. Let's go, Lewis. Dang, that was sick. That was sick. Wow, that was sick. Oh, my goat, Lewis Hamilton. Yo, Cap Sane, this is insane, bro. This is like one of the. I hope these 2 don't crash out. We've seen it happen before, but yeah. If you want to watch the race with me, gotta go onto Apple TV and watch it on there. It's exclusively on Apple. I can't necessarily show you the broadcast here, but pop onto Apple.
Oh, that's fair.
Wow.
Verstappen not happy with his treatment on the radio. Did we expect to hear anything else?
What's he mad about? Rachel, what's he mad about? How can he be mad right now? I don't understand how can he be mad. He was just dive bombing. Like, bro, what did you expect was going to happen?
Again, that was the onboard showing
that makes no sense.
That front right onto the curb. So effectively, as you drop down the hill, if you're getting close to locking,
I don't get how you could be mad about that, dude. You were diving down there. Insane. TikTok, we are popping. So many of you are here. So many of you are new. I don't like how George is opening the gap. Yeah, me either. I don't either, Oscar. It sucks.
He got chopped across. There's Antonelli in the silver Mercedes.
What are we?
Going off the road.
He? Plus 3?
Hamilton coming into the pits. It is.
Plus 6.
So Hamilton pits as we look at the replay of the start.
Lewis is pitting. Early pit.
That could trigger pit stops.
Yeah, he has to cover this off then. He's covering an undercut threat from Verstappen.
Let's see.
And that was a wide moment for Antonelli again.
They're
at the
just
second
starting
braking
the
zone
finger pointing
of the
early. Yeah,
racetrack.
I agree.
Charles Leclerc got side by
They
side
really
with
are
George
starting
Russell,
early.
but wasn't able to get by. The Ferrari
So Lewis is pitting,
go to work. That looks a quick stop,
which is interesting. So early pit from Lewis.
We go on board with Charles Leclerc from the race start.
George Russell's got a big gap on everyone. So George is probably going to win this unless he has an engine problem.
Off the first corner as possible as Hamilton
where does RB go? Get that pace from? Never expected that. I think our Red Bull brought upgrades this week. So in general, Red Bull is like very much so on board with being, you know. Come on, Carlos, get him hyped up. Red Bull brought an upgrade. That's all I know. Sorry, there's a lot of things happening. I got people texting me, asking questions.
Hamilton, if they so wish, they don't need to do it immediately.
Oh, that is Hamilton dancing on the edge.
Unfortunately, I don't know everything about Formula 1, but
slowly. The drivers always say that.
Sticking around to support you, talk to
have the grip that he needed at turn 4.
Yeah, bro, I love the fact that you're hanging out.
As well.
I love it, Matt. That's the best part about this. We all get to hang out and learn together, right? Love that.
He's going to be so close if Verstappen chooses to respond. Hamilton, I think, has done
Charles Leclerc's already pitting too.
Here comes the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc.
Yo, what?
Cover off the McLarens here. Piastri was very close.
Slow pit stop. Slow pit stop.
From Ferrari.
2.7.
Not too shabby.
Lewis Hamilton going by.
About time Lewis pushes him off track. Yeah, I agree. I agree. It's definitely about time he pushes him off track. It would be. Let's see what happens. So we have our first 2 pit stops. We got both Ferraris already pitted. So we went from being in 2nd and 4th to 9th and 11th. That means everyone else is going to have to start pitting. The board below and the board on the left is going to start to shuffle. Let's see what happens here. It's going to get good. This is going to come down to a game of strategy of who has the better strategy along the way and who can keep that strategy going. That's what this looks like for us. Also, TikTok, love you guys for joining the stream. I hope everything sounds great. I hope I sound good. I hope the audio is nice. If you guys can all do me a favor, I would love if you guys that are all in here could drop me a follow. If you like F1 and you like what's being seen, just drop me a follow. Honestly, it's easy. Your support means so much to me. And yeah, and share the chat if you can as well. I love it. And thank you guys. I appreciate it. I do. It's going to be good. Stick around. I love the commentary. I'll keep it going. Like I said, if I can do anything more or less, let me know. Same for you guys on Twitch. I got 8 of you guys over here. I appreciate all of you guys. Anyone that wants to follow, drop a follow. I appreciate the support. It's awesome. Lana, thank you for the follow.
Max right now is in a decent position.
Burrito Witty, thank you for the follow, my guy. I appreciate it.
The way that the Ferrari was chewing through its tyres, I think Red Bull will fancy that they could beat it, even if he emulates the Ferrari lock.
This is going to be an interesting race. I think there could be some more retirements. Right now, at the bottom, if you can see, we've already had 2 retirements. Both the Cadillacs have already retired, which is kind of depressing. But yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Interesting, but going to be good.
The race control have noted the moment between Hamilton and Verstappen. Only noted for the moment, as we see the gap between Max Verstappen.
This is going to be crazy, man.
Trying to join the champion club this year. 19-year-old Kimi Antonelli, that has come down to 1.6 seconds. It's still in the balance for all major places on the podium at the Austrian Grand Prix.
So yeah, this is where the race gets to be interesting. A little quiet. The gap's going to open up. This is a long race. So if you're new here, 71 laps. And we're only on, I think we're only on lap.
Trying so hard to defend what was 3rd place at the time for him. Verstappen just gets better drive.
We're on lap 16. I mean, 56 left. So a little bit of a quiet time, but I know. Look at Gabby. Dude's in 10th. Love it. Lewis pitted because he was already struggling with tire degradation from what it looks like. And so I think for them, they're trying to, I think, shuffle the board up a little bit, you know, trying to get people, see who's going to go where, how, why, right? I think you're going to see probably Verstappen pit pretty soon here. They're going to try and cover off some of that gap to George. I mean, George is 5.2 seconds ahead of the rest of Max Verstappen. So let's see. But I think him and Charles are already struggling with tire degradation, unfortunately. Hopefully they'll pop out ahead of. Hold on.
I think his all start is overheated. The one stop may be possible.
Hey.
What? A one stop is possible? Why does George always act like he's the sickest engineer?
George Russell
like,
on the radio.
Okay, hot take right here. Someone that burns me out. Marco, what's popping, my guy? Welcome. Something that pisses me off about George Russell, this is my hot take. He's annoying when it comes to his idea of a one stop all the time. He always thinks he can pull off a one stop. And I'm like, bro, who do you think you are? Like, relax, dude.
Yeah, Red Bull mechanics just getting restless. Now, there'll be the game of bluff at sometimes.
Makes no sense to me. He always thinks that he's got this awesome idea that he's the better engineer than what his engineer is.
In the pit lane. Hamilton now
yeah, of course. If you try, he's just bluffing. He's just talking trash on the radio. There's no way that dude can do it one stop. There's no actual way. Of course, as you said there, he just likes to run his mouth.
Verstappen does make his stop. He's going to be in a much racier position.
So we'll see though.
Picture stuff for Red Bull.
Let's see if the Mercedes can continue on the way they are. They're technically in first, second, and third right now. Sorry, Russell's in first and Antonelli's in third. George, Max Verstappen's in second.
The race leaders there, 4.9 seconds ahead.
Pace, it's okay. Better now. You are faster than Charles.
Hamilton being told he's faster than his teammate.
Let's see. Let's see where we're at. Lewis is in 8th.
Hamilton would come out ahead, but look, the gap is only 0.8 of a second.
Lewis is in 8th right now. Let's see what happens here. Let's see how this goes.
This is going to be Liam Lawson, who's clearly seen that issue clear up.
It's going to get real interesting here. Lots of people moving up and moving down. Pit stops are happening. People are moving around. Let's see how this goes. It's going to be an interesting race. It could be kind of boring in the sense that there may not be a lot of overtaking, but there could be some crashes, and there could be some retirements on track, which may trigger us a virtual safety car, which could be sick also. So Max Verstappen's pitting.
Want to keep running to get closer to Russell. He's going to make the jump.
So get some clean air.
He's going to come out just behind Hamilton, unless this is magnificent.
Let's see here
where he comes out. 1 second behind, but he needs a clean stop for that to be the case. Hamilton has been clearing through the traffic, and in comes Max Verstappen.
Let's see.
Red Bull go to work.
All right.
Stop is 2.4.
I think he's going to come out in front of Lewis, damn it.
Around the 10th and final corner of the racetrack now. 2.6 miles in length. And Verstappen on the left-hand side.
Lewis got him.
The Ferrari move by, and he does move by, but he has the slightly fresher rubber as Hamilton gets by.
So Lewis got by him, so Lewis is now back in 5th. So this is the strategy here, right?
And, interestingly, Hadger came in as well on that
Lewis
lap,
has,
so
I think,
not quite a safety car double.
A little bit older tires
in terms of stacking.
But let's see here. This could be interesting when it comes down to the last little sector here, as far as the last maybe 10 laps, 20 laps, and who has the tires, who doesn't. I don't know. Rachel, what are our hot takes? Who do we think is winning this outside of George? Who do we think is second and third? Damn, the gap between Antonelli and Piastri is 14 seconds. Brother, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about here, bro?
So
that is crazy.
Looking for his second
George Russell's in pit. Let's see where he comes out.
The McLaren of Oscar Piastri will be in as well. Looked a tidy stop, 2.3.
Let's see. I want Lewis and Max too. I want Lewis and Max also.
Race leader, his teammate and championship leader has just gone through.
I do too. We'll see. I think there's still an opportunity here, right? We still need McLaren to pit. We still need to see. Let's just see. The Red Bulls haven't pitted. Oh, actually, the Racing Bulls are pitting right now.
Is in as well. There's Russell covering off Hamilton, and Russell covering off Verstappen. And what's that gap?
Our new favorite podium.
It's not massive.
It's Kimi, Lewis, and Max. Ooh. That was one of, I think it was everyone's favorite podium, honestly. And then seeing them pick them up, I think everyone enjoyed that. I'm with you on that. You're right. You're right. Marco, who do we got?
We're going to stay out. You'll get clean air. We're going to extend.
Who do we got on the podium? Anderson, who do we got on the podium? What do you guys want to see? I'm curious.
On the last time around, Norris. or something. He was 2 seconds away from Antonelli.
I think I'm with Rachel on this one. I want to see. I want to see Kimi, Max, and Lewis. For sure, Lewis and Max. I would love to see on the podium. That's for sure.
Between George Russell and Lewis Hamilton.
Alan, Lewis, and Max. Hell yeah! I'm here for that. I think we're all here for that. The Lewis and Max podium is always a good one.
The only other thing here is Russell struggled a lot on the hard tyres in Barcelona. It's a different hard tyre.
McLaren? What happened? What did McLaren do?
End of the range. But he looked like he had the first.
Am I missing something?
Sewn up, didn't he? In Spain, it looked like it was not quite as comfortable as this one, but it was
Lando's still out there.
So, is it going to be a similar story for George as he goes through the race? And they're all going to have to pass Lando Norris unless he dives into the pits on the next lap.
Verstappen's had a good couple of laps.
Yeah.
He's closing up
I think they're trying to
of Lewis Hamilton.
Give Lando some fresh air to try and create a bit of a gap, maybe. Who knows? I feel like McLaren has... Okay, Rachel, let's talk about this. I feel like McLaren has dropped the absolute ball when it comes to their entire strategy, team, everything. I feel like they've just dropped it. They don't know what they're doing, where they're going. There's no... I mean, Zach Brown this morning said, oh, yeah, you know, this and this, you know, our favorite guy. You know, a little bit faster than we thought, this and that. Brother,
to go back there.
Like, what exactly? What strategy? Like, you guys...
Here comes Lando Norris, and George Russell would have had to take... Well, not
exactly, what strategy? Like, you guys are just out there putting around, trying to make things happen. It's like, come on,
Norris comes into the pits and
be so
George
for real.
Russell moves over.
Be so for real.
Yeah, look at the time
Also,
loss,
I'm going to pop back in
Russell
TikTok. There's 22 of you guys in here.
And, well,
thanks for joining the stream. I love it. I'm here for it. If you guys can, drop me a follow on TikTok if you don't follow me already, and on Instagram. All my socials are right here. If you like watching these live streams, fastest lap by who? Isaac Ajar.
Late lunge.
Wow, bro.
And it's taken for Max Verstappen.
Look at Max, bro.
So it was a defensive
Just dive bombing.
by Hamilton, but Hamilton was unable to prevent Verstappen from going by.
Jeez.
He gets back once again. There he is, into our picture, still ahead.
Jeez,
Verstappen
bro.
in a couple of laps, DC, able to close down the gap and send one of those dive bombs.
This is the best part about Lewis and Max.
Yeah, it's sort of rinse and repeat from
Oh,
again.
bro.
Hamilton, and he gets by this time.
Wow, what a freaking pass by Max, bro. What are we talking about here? That was insane.
Memories of the battle that we saw earlier in the Grand Prix. And Max Verstappen has 3.1 seconds to close up. He is in the fight for victory for the first time this year.
It's brilliant racing as well from him.
Lewis let him just kind of squeeze by. I think Lewis has PTSD from that. Oh, that was stressful. That was stressful. That was crazy.
But Max just catching him
Come on, Lewis, you gotta get him back.
Easy place to throw a lunge, laid on the brakes at 6, but he
Come on, Lewis.
ran off line. Doesn't matter. The move was done on the
Yeah, Rachel, he said papaya rolls while actively courting to Max. It's like, Zach, be so for real. Be so for real. And yeah, we all have PTSD
And what we're
from
seeing this
freaking
year,
2021. I just feel like I have to look at the camera for this one. I feel like you understand the most. That was just, we can't do all that, you know? It's tough. Super tough.
But yeah, that
and just not fun.
You would expect to see an overtake. It's not
yeah, Max is on another level right now. I think so. It's his home race too. You want to see Antonelli, Max, or Lewis, or Russ? I'm here for that. The RP is a rocket ship with those upgrades. I'm scared. Yeah, there's a lot of yeah, it's a little intense right now. You're not wrong. Yeah, top 3 for sure. I feel you on that. I'm with you on that. I would like to see that top 3 also. Let's see. Let's see what happens here. We got 48 laps left. We're on lap 24. Let's see what happens here. It could be, there could be some retirements, there could be some crashes, there could be a lot of things that happen here. So let's just lock in for a second and see how this goes. This may play out in our favor for Lewis, but let's see here.
Oliver Behrman in left-hand side of your picture. Kimi Antonelli has an advantage of 7.8 seconds.
Also, TikTok, I know I keep saying this. If you haven't already, just follow me. Drop a follow, comment in the chat, spam the chat. Let's have a conversation. I want to know your guys' hot takes. I'm hoping to see Lewis on the podium. I'm hoping to see Max on the podium. I'm hoping to see Kimi on the podium. I would love to know what your guys' thoughts are. Kimi has not pitted yet, which is also kind of crazy. He's clearly Bono has him on a strategy that we don't know about, and that's also concerning to me because
And Deg on hard seems lower. We are thinking also about plan B.
Retirement, yellow flag.
It doesn't feel
Here we go.
to me, mate.
Here we go.
Yep,
and it's on track.
And Carlos Sainz has
and it's
come
on
to
track.
Immediately
so this is good. So yellow lights went yellow, got a yellow flag. Someone's car is stuck on track. This could be fun.
Virtual safety car for that.
Yeah, Sainz getting out of the cockpit. It's right in front of our commentary box.
Wow. So cars stuck on track. Yellow safety. We got a virtual safety car. Let's see what happens here.
The pit lane to push
Pit lane. A lot of people get to go do a quick pit.
The virtual safety car is now deployed, and Antonelli pitted under green.
Wow.
Communication between Bono with loads of experience and Kimi Antonelli.
Wow.
Double yellow or single yellow yesterday. Double
what
yellow,
happened
single yellow or VSC
to
today.
Carlos?
Don't
I feel bad for Carlos, by the way.
It's going to come. Sainz is stricken there. They're going to have to get this car off the circuit. He's not benefited from it.
His engine just stopped.
It's gone into lawnmower mode for Carlos Sainz, who's parking it up.
Wow.
And he is our third retirement of the Grand Prix, along with Perez and Bottas.
So we got a virtual safety car.
It's a short lap here as well. It's not like it's Spa or Silverstone.
Let's see what happens here.
Marshals are out, and
we may get some.
Either because he knows
we may get a couple more retirements. Let's see.
Some magic. The actual gate in the pit lane is right where.
So virtual safety car means that there's an incident on track, and they need to take a little bit of time. Drivers have to slow their speeds down, and basically let the car get removed off track before they can continue racing on. They do continue to keep counting the laps. It's not an actual safety car that's going to be on track, but yeah.
And it did sound like a lawnmower, as you said, Alex.
So
it's
Carlos Sainz is out.
News for Mercedes.
Brutal.
Indeed, another reliability issue for Mercedes.
Not ideal.
This is Lewis Hamilton. Yellow LED boards flashing.
Box.
He'd gone by.
Tell me too late. We tried.
Damn.
And we're saying, I'm hearing that Kimi Antonelli was already committed to the pit lane.
It's a long pit lane entry.
So
you hug the inside.
Lewis got a second pit in, so it's going to be probably going to be a three stop for some of these guys.
Here, so you gain pretty much half the pit stop time. It's 9.5 seconds. So they're choosing to take a second stop right now. Ferrari in a difficult position on tyre deck, but they'll at least take a cheap pit stop there.
Wow.
And
where's Charles?
What could be a three-stopper
Charles is in third. Look at that. Rachel, we got Charles Leclerc in third. Brother, what? Kind of sad for Williams. I thought they cracked the code last season in our back. Yeah, you know what, man? I feel bad for. I do feel bad for Williams because I like James Bowles, and I also like Carlos Sainz, and I also like Alex Albon. I met Alex Albon and James Bowles last year. I have a picture of the both of them on my Instagram. And yeah, man, it is a bit of a bummer to see. It is a bummer to see what's happening at Williams. You know, Williams was such a powerhouse back in the day. I've always enjoyed the Williams legacy and heritage, is what I'll say. And yeah, just a bit of a bummer. It's not fun to see some of these teams not being able to compete when you know what they're capable of and where they used to be.
Bono, what is happening with this brake? I have no confidence.
Got a brake split, mate, so one's hotter than the other.
So remember, I think it was Max saying earlier on, the car was pulling on the brakes.
Interesting.
So you're getting probably the front right, the front left. You're getting one is at the optimum temperature.
Oh, it's I have a buddy over. I'm streaming on Twitch also, so that's who said it, Rachel. People are talking on the Twitch chat about
the one that's slowing down quicker.
About feeling for Williams. It is sad. Williams' legacy was such a big deal back in the early stages of F1 and the latter stages of F1. So yeah, it's kind of a bummer to see that they haven't been able to progress more into being a bit of a front runner, or rather than just being kind of a midfield, into the field team. You know,
So Ferrari having to do that because they
it's definitely a bummer. It's one of those things. Obviously I'm a Lewis Hamilton fan, but if Lewis went to Williams, I'd be cheering for Williams, right?
And we are racing.
We're also back to racing, by the way. Lap 27. We got 45 laps left to go. Let's see. We got a long race ahead of us. But on the Williams topic, yeah, I hope Williams can figure it out. I hope they can kind of pull through and make some things happen for themselves. Mind you, also our top 5 has changed. Top 10 has changed, actually. We got George Russell back in first. Max Verstappen's in second now. Charles Leclerc, our boy Charles Chucky. My guy Chuck Leclerc is in third, which is pretty sick. Kimi's in fourth. Oscar Piastri's in fifth. Isaac Adjar's in sixth. Lewis is in 7th, which I'm not too stoked about. Norris is in 8th. Lindblad's in 9th, and Liam Lawson is in 10th. The Racing Bulls, Rachel, by the way, also have shown up this weekend. Shown up and shown out. Liam Lawson's racing his ass off, and I love to see it. I absolutely love to see it, and I'm proud of that dude because it sounds like he's not going to be there next year, which is a bit of a bummer, but I give it to him. Hats off to him for making things happen, you know? And same with Arvid Lindblad. Those dudes, that team has come a long way.
The medium tyres he started on to the end of their usable life, whereas Lewis took advantage.
Yeah, they really have. They've come a long way. They just, it's cool to, I mean, obviously it's Red Bull teams is always a controversial conversation all the time, and should they have it? Probably not, but to see those two drivers in the mix in the top 10, it's cool. That's where I would like to see Williams at.
Like 28 of 71, George Russell with a sizable advantage out front.
Yeah, I like Liam too. I talked shit about him. I talked a bit of shit about him.
All over the back of
just got fastest lap.
Has got 3 lap old hard tires.
I talked a little bit of shit about him too much when he first came to F1 under Red Bull when he was racing as Max's teammate. But yeah, he's grown on me quite a bit. He's definitely had to work his ass off to be where he's at, and he's had to struggle. But yeah, I like him now.
So he's on fresher tyres than Charles Leclerc, who was one of the first to pit as well. Looking for the
only team complaining is McLaren. Could have easily has a junior team. Oh, I absolutely agree. Zach Brown, he knows they could have a junior team easily. But it sounds like they're getting into endurance next year. They've got that new WEC car. So it seems like that's their main priority. But they love to complain. And it sounds like they. Did you see the rumor mill? It sounds like they might be getting Max Verstappen and getting rid of Oscar, which is crazy. I think we talked about this yesterday, though.
He's 13 seconds away from his teammate.
Yeah, so this is where he managed to do the hoodwink pass before up towards turn 9, but I'm sure Leclerc will be a little bit more aware of that one
crazy
this time
stuff,
around,
man.
and not be so deprived of energy in towards the end of the lap. Because you need it when you're getting into these longer straights. So he was trying to really.
Sorry, Matt. I just saw your message. I'm guessing you're a fan of Lewis, right? Who's your favorite driver? Yeah, Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton all day. Lewis is my guy.
A little bit more consistently.
I've been a Lewis fan since I went to my first race in 2016, and that's when I realized that I was a fan of the sport and of Lewis Hamilton. He's an absolute legend. Got nothing but the utmost respect for him.
If he chooses to lean on
Max's contract will start the rest of the grid.
Hamilton in
I agree.
Getting past
It'll shuffle for sure. You're not wrong about that, Rachel. It'll definitely shuffle it all. It'll mix some things up.
Just up the road. Another attempt now for Kimi Antonelli. He's taking the racing line, he's taking the place, and he's third in the Grand Prix. Thanks to that move.
Kimi Antonelli.
Trying to
My boy is putting on a clinic.
And I think Hadjar won't have a choice on the exit. Doesn't have a choice. No, he's going to keep his foot in.
Look at that's got to be a cool feeling too to watch, to see Isaac battling Lewis Hamilton, to be battling your legend, your icon, someone you grew up watching. That's got to be a pretty cool feeling to be on track with him. Kind of sick to be in a little bit of a dogfight. That's like a little bucket list thing right there. That's tough.
Back to Leclerc. That's exactly the sort of thing there. Recharge, because he's used so much energy earlier in the lap. So just harvest into 9. And then you can think about deploying where it matters a little
31 laps.
On these longer
we got
straights.
41 left. It's ticking. This is a long race. But stick with me, TikTok and everyone. Stick with me. It's going to get good.
He became the oldest.
A lot of things can happen here shortly.
Since Jack Brabham, 3-time world champion in 1970. The driver who won older than Lewis Hamilton. Has been a long time.
Let's see here.
Jack Brabham with
That's a cool little battle right there.
The only driver in F1 history.
I always love when Lewis finds out how young some of the grid is. Yeah, I agree.
Famous name of the past. That's the last time
it's got to be wild to be the second oldest on the grid, and then to be racing like a Kimi Antonelli or a Isaac Hadjar, and then realizing these dudes are like 19, 21, 22, and you're over here like, what? What are you talking about? Well, you're a child. It's got to be wild. But I'm sure it's awesome though also, just to see how inspired those dudes are by him. That's got to be a great feeling also.
It's not going to fall into place here for Hamilton. He's going to have to use the pace and the racecraft to come back through.
Left-hand side of your picture, Franco Colapinto moving up. That was him passing Alex Albon. It's a replay of live pictures, and that's a P16.
Alex Albon's on it. Okay, not bad. Where's Bortoletto? He's in 11. Gasly's in 12. Hulkenberg's in 13. Ollie Behrman and Ocon in 14th and 15. Franco Colapinto, there he is, 16th.
having a good day there. P6 in Canada is his best result in Formula 1, but he's trying to.
How does Lewis feel when the child has 5 wins to his 1? Ooh,
at the
little
end of the classification after a dramatic day in
little
Barcelona.
sass there, huh?
Russell has the lead. He's
always an
away
ish.
from Max
A little
Verstappen.
sass. Let's see.
In mode TS. Mode TS. Why do I have to go to mode TS? Temperature. I already have no power.
Sassy.
Yeah, not good news for Lewis Hamilton there.
I'm a Lewis guy, devil's advocate. I'm here for it. Always an ish. You know what, man? I'm glad you're a Lewis fan. I think he probably is stoked on the fact that Kimi is doing what he's doing, because I think he's known Kimi for quite some time, from my understanding. But I'm sure he also wants to win, you know, and I know he wants to win. My hope is that Oscar says that one of the Mercs won't finish. I hope not, bro. I would love if one of the Mercs didn't finish, because I've heard that they had such a terrible engine reliability. But we'll see, right? My hope is that we have a race next weekend. I will be streaming next weekend. It'll be a little bit easier. They are racing at Silverstone. My hope is that Lewis wins his home race. That's all I want. Lewis can win his home race, brother.
Russell was clearing traffic
in that Ferrari,
that
prancing horse. My guy, that'd be sick. Max is catching George. Yeah, Max is. I mean, listen, Max is Max. Max is going to do what Max does best, which is apply the pressure if he has a car. Max is a driver's driver, and you know what? You got to put some respect on Max's name, man. That dude's a dog. He's built different. He truly is built different. You know,
which is a strong
that's for sure.
Sopravvivenza termineca. Wow.
Wow, a little Italian.
Yeah, I had to just recall that from the back of the brain somewhere.
Yeah.
Of course, that would be ST.
That's funny.
In Italian, so... Anyway, we know what it means because they've told us what it means. They're struggling with temperatures at
everyone's struggling with temperatures.
Bad news for Hamilton, he's in
love him or hate
well,
him,
so
his racing pros is elite.
He's asking whether the car is called
he is top tier generational. Max Verstappen's a dude.
Yeah, after one lap, but yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you ever find yourself
he is a dude. You can't be mad at him.
Sipping a pint, call him on
George is hitting traffic.
A very typical Sunday scene.
Oh yeah, you're probably right. This is an interesting track that we have the Red Bull Ring, right? It's interesting to see how this is gonna go out.
Yeah, I'll just get the drinks in. You boys answer the question.
It's a big track. It's an aggressive track.
See what Max Verstappen can do
but yeah,
in the next few laps.
I mean, there's not a lot of overtaking happening in this race. It's more strategy and tire degradation. But let's see what happens.
That gap down into,
let's see what happens
danger
here.
Zone, into the worrying.
I wonder where my guy 2 car guys is at. Where does this do that? What's he doing?
Because Russell knows that this is so important for his championship challenge. Trying to convert a pole position for the first time since the Australian Grand Prix.
Let's see.
The race is massively on here. Antonelli's 7/10 quicker than Russell on the last lap as well, with much fresher tyres. So he's trying to do a little bit
top
as
three
he did in Barcelona as well.
George Russell, Max Verstappen, Kimi Antonelli. Both Mercedes are there.
Russell and
Let's
Hamilton,
see what happens here, man.
Russell and Verstappen.
Hopefully,
but Max is chipping away 3.3 seconds.
Max might get
the same stint as the first round.
Max might crack on. Oh, you know what would be
this
sick?
Time Max pitted 1 lap earlier than
I think
George, but it doesn't.
Well, you know what's funny? He flew to LA, Rachel. He flew to LA. He's out here right now. So I'm curious if he's just asleep.
They kind of
didn't wake up.
Second and third on the grid.
But he's on East Coast time, so well, I don't know. He said he'd be on, but clearly he's not up. So we'll see what happens here.
Russell should have been more than the 2/10 ahead that he was. So it was a little bit circumstance that put them as high up on the grid. Still thought maybe there was a chance,
you know, we could see if
come alive, but
if Max catches George, which is a very high possibility, we still got 37 laps left. We could see a battle, which could be our DNF, where the Mercedes maybe doesn't make it. Right now, granted, that puts Max Verstappen on the podium, and I don't know how I feel about that. But with that being said, I think that there's an opportunity here to see another battle in the coming laps here between our 2 favorites, George Russell and Max Verstappen. We know how much they hate each other.
Monaco, the shortest track on the calendar, but of course
jet lag definitely got him, I think. But it's weird. It's only 3-hour difference. Like you would think he's 3 hours ahead on the East Coast.
Verstappen now, second 4/10 out of George Russell on the last lap.
Hamilton on soft tires is the horrible play. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know what
Piastri will be able to smell
Ferrari's thinking. Sometimes Ferrari's strategy is definitely
Hamilton will get the advantage of
you know, questionable. Let's see though. Let's see. Always Ish. Where are you from? And what's your name, by the way? Is it Ish? Is it Ishmael? What is it? Welcome to the chat, by the way, bro. Thanks for chiming in. I love it. If you haven't already, drop me a follow, my guy. Let's link.
Still there, I think.
Louisiana, the South, my guy. James. Everyone in the chat, welcome James, baby. James knows ball, I can see. Hey, I appreciate you, James. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Are you in New Orleans? Are you by LSU? Where are you at?
2.2 seconds away, nearly a second quicker than Russell. Russell is not impeded by
traffic. Glad to have you here, James.
Just slow.
George
I appreciate
Russell
you, big
has
dog.
made his way through the traffic. Verstappen's had to go through that pain a couple of corners later. But Verstappen right now is in a much better position with performance.
Charles and
Russell is going to be...
Is that Russell?
Can he get it under 2 seconds? There's the move for the McLaren to the inside. He'll be given room. Charles has no choice. Oh, they're brushing on the outside of the corner.
Bro.
Lewis Hamilton
is going to pass Charles right here. Oh
Charles
my
Leclerc's
God.
having a tough day out there. Piastri's up to 4th, and now Lewis Hamilton, who would have been up to 5th. But
these Ferraris, bro. Baton Rouge, the Bayou.
No, we know.
Come on now.
Coming up,
I know the South. I spent plenty of time out there.
We've seen some.
I know it's hot.
The outside. Will Hamilton try that?
Hey, LSU, come on now. Y'all got Lane Kiffin. You ready for football season? It's about to be popping out there in the Bayou.
There we go. It's just flicked away.
Oh no way! That's awesome. I love that. That's awesome, bro. Good stuff.
So Leclerc bailing.
LSU.
Choice for Charles Leclerc.
That's a hell of a school right there.
Continues.
If you haven't already, guys,
with this new regulation set.
went to Indiana.
Hamilton is up to
Indiana State. Is that the Hoosiers who just won?
2 seconds, 1.9 seconds for the Grand Prix lead.
They're renting Lane Kiffin. Let's be real.
Now for Verstappen. Mercedes are going to have to think about
Rachel knows ball. I love it also. Lane Kiffin is about to put. Make them understand why they cannot keep paying some of these players this much money. Because I know he's going to run it up. You see, he hired Coach O. They fired Coach O and brought Coach O back, which is insane. Insane.
And he's just falling away. He just doesn't have the pace at this stage.
So.
It's unusual, isn't it? Because yes, these cars are incredibly fuel efficient.
No, Sycamore, Larry Bird's old school. Okay, word. That's dope.
But it's as the weight comes out of the car, normally you'd expect everything
for recruitment. Yeah, my brother played football at University of Oregon. Oregon State. And so we got recruited. He got recruited by Coach O when he was at USC. I like Coach O. Coach O is exactly who he thinks he is. He's that guy.
Was a little bit controversial with the yellow flag, but even forgetting that, he was quicker than
my brother's a Beaver. He was in here earlier. He was in the chat earlier. He didn't really say anything. He just was watching. But yeah, Beaver played safety over there. He's hilarious, man. He's younger than me, but he's an absolute legend.
He can execute because he's a top driver. We're seeing that unfold.
One of my favorite colleagues came from the OSU. Oh no way! That's what's up. I love that. That's sick.
And it's meaning that he can look great in one stint.
Okay, so soft tires are getting more
suddenly
traffic.
The pace is not there at all.
Yeah, the soft tires seem to be working. Obviously, I don't know.
0.8 per lap.
Let's see here. You know, also it's Lewis Hamilton, so he's also got his own idea of what doesn't work for him. I think.
Yeah, this is
he's 0.3 off of Piastri.
Antonelli, who seems to have sorted out that brake issue.
We need to get the Piastri. I know you're trying.
Well, Hamilton giving it everything.
Okay. Well, there's our message right there.
Race engineer who is
his engineer told him, let's push. Come on, let's push. Let's get this going, bro. You know, at the end of the day, at the end of the day, Lewis knows what he needs to do. We got
in Australia earlier this year,
32 laps left. There's plenty of time. Lewis just got to push the hell out of his car. Because if we can get another safety car, just saying, that puts us in fourth.
Oh, Russell with that lockup does
make the corner. Russell.
Explain the time lost from before.
Yeah, and also
Damn, Max is 1.3 off of Russell. Jeez Louise. I did not realize Max was pushing as hard as he was pushing. God damn. Okay, Max Verstappen.
Right on the edge of soft tires.
Max Verstappen. Yeah, this is going to get good. I think these last, I think these last 30 laps are going to get real interesting. I think we could see a car retire. We could see a crash. We could see a safety car. We could see a terrible pit stop. It's going to get good. So if you're just joining, stick around for a little bit. We got 32 laps left. It's going to be fun. If you haven't already, also make sure to, like I keep saying, make sure to follow me. Let's lock in, brother. Let's have some fun. Can the car hold up with Max pushing? I think so. I think so. We'll see, though, right? Ford has shown us that maybe it's not as reliable or built Ford tough as we think it is. Now, I don't know. But let's see. Right?
It could have been much worse.
Yeah, it's on Leclerc there, isn't it?
I think the softs are dead. I think so too. But let's hope we get a safety car. Let's hope we get another virtual safety car. Because let's just hope it happens, right? There's still faith here, guys. The faith is.
Good stop.
I want to see Max win one. I do too. But I need. I loathe Russell, bro. I can't stand Russell. Like, super nice guy, but I can't stand his smug British face. I know next week at the Silverstone, the British Grand Prix, it's going to be a lot of people's home races. I just know he's going to be exhausted. I need Lewis Hamilton to come out there and win Silverstone like he did in 2024 and just show those fools still who's boss. That's all I need.
And he is
he's insufferable, Rachel. I completely agree with you.
And he's shown he's happy to get his elbows out. He's confident on the
he's so British.
Really hard out of turn one, slewing it wide, but would have only cost him a couple of tenths.
It's crazy how British he is, and like he just is. I think that's what it is. He's just so like,
many around this racetrack cheering.
I can do this. I can do that. It's like, bro, shut up. You don't know anything, George. You shouldn't even be in first right now after yesterday's situation with the yellow flags. Like, what are we? Don't get me started. Don't get me started, bro. I don't have time for this. I don't have time for it. That dude kills me.
5 times Max Verstappen has won
Absolutely
this event.
Kills me.
George Russell
I lost my train of thought.
What
were we talking about?
Credentials.
About George Russell.
Fast-thinking pole position yesterday for George Russell.
Can't stand that dude, man.
Max Verstappen was the driver in the barrier, and the crowd.
I don't understand why Toto even likes him.
Along with the V6 turbocharged engine.
This is why you pay for a ticket to be trackside at a racetrack like this.
We remember, was it last year when Max and him crashed into each other? Or Max just gave him a little left tap with the wheels? I kind of. Lock in, brothers. It could happen again. Let's see here. He's 1.1 off of race,
and that is the race lead now in his sight that he's reeled in from 4.5
Rachel is not convinced that Toto likes him. I agree. I'm not convinced either.
Down
Lewis is pitting again, brother.
So Piastri comes in, Hamilton comes in. Russell under enormous pressure.
Ferrari's stressing me out, man. Stressing me out for no damn reason.
Shows how Hamilton's extra stop then hasn't paid off at all because he's had to pit. And
this dude Lewis is on a 3-stop right now. Like, bro.
Piastri, so
what?
Struggling with some temperatures
this isn't the same 3-stop that we had. I know the soft tires really fucked him. The terrible pit call by them. Terrible call by them.
So dropping down to 7th.
Not ideal, that's for sure. We need to do better. We just need to do better.
For Hamilton today.
There's Hadger, who'd made that early stop, so up to speed on those tires.
We need to do better, because now Lewis is back in 7th. I don't know.
Max Verstappen trying to get into that 1 second.
29 laps left.
Charles
Leclerc got past his lap. Mercedes sending Max a potential contract. Should have been very telling to George. I agree. I think Toto was just more so having fun with Max and hanging out with him and all things like, right? I think, I don't know. He said the other day that they're not going to change anything and that there's a talk.
I wonder if that was a box to undercut there for Verstappen. Basically, if Russell
he was saying how they don't plan on changing anything at Mercedes. They want to keep their driver length the way they want it.
Pit in behind him and keep yourself stuck on the same strategy without track position. So Mercedes bolt in.
I don't think George Russell wins anything ever.
And this is George Russell.
He's been in F1 just as long as Lando Norris has been in F1. I just want to see what he's going to do, you know?
Ahead of Lando Norris.
I don't see how he does it.
For George Russell trying to claim the largest trophy today.
But we'll see. I could be wrong. I could be mistaken. I also, you know who else is checked out this year, Rachel and James, is
He is up against
our guy Lando Norris.
For the win.
He's just like whatever, bro.
A long way off as well. When he came in,
of course it is.
the race
Max,
lead,
any team would love to
as it
have.
stands
I agree.
Table showed the gap between the championship contenders in the Mercedes camp at 40 points.
Toto.
We've still got a long way to
Toto
go
Wolf.
in this race.
Continues again. He's got a nice bit of clear space, or he's got Nico Hulkenberg.
Seriously. Living his best vegan life.
And then a little bit more buffer to any more traffic. Russell's come out in clear space
So
as well.
funny. I love how Rachel knows all the little bits. I love that. Yeah, that was a pretty crazy. That was going viral on Twitter with that whole situation. I don't hate Lando. I like Lando. Lando, we can be world champions. I just think that I feel bad for him. That's what I'm trying to say. I feel bad that he hasn't been able to. Technically, he's a reigning world champion right now, and he's just in fourth, and he's just quietly just putting along. You know,
so that gap is now
kind of crazy.
4.5 seconds in closing as well. Let's not rule Kimi Antonelli.
Who got fastest lap? Oh, Oscar Piastri
Longer in
did.
that first stint. Does it give him a chance to cut out the second stop entirely? That's going to be.
Yeah, I don't mind. That's Max saying.
So yeah, best you can at this stage of the race. We'll just try to build a bit of a tyre offset. Hope he gets into trouble towards the end. Copy.
Cam communication between GP and Max. They've done a lot of winning. They've done a lot of strategizing over the years.
Interesting.
So it's quite clear what he needs to try and do.
So
right, let's rewind 24 hours.
We got
Q2 of qualifying. Verstappen was nearly out. Pierre Gasly missed
Verstappen's
out,
in
knocking
first,
him out by a couple of hundred.
technically speaking, on the hard tire.
The reason? Because he saved a set of tyres. That's a set of mediums
I wonder
that
if
he can throw on at the last stop. A set of new mediums that Russell and Antonelli don't have. It was the risk that Red Bull took. So
I wonder what happens with Max here. He's in first. He's leading.
A newer, fresher, faster tyre.
I wonder if he can pit.
As long as Kimi keeps extending, Verstappen's going to keep on extending and put us into first.
Look at George crying on the radio already.
Antonelli to rig on him.
Sorry, what are you guys saying over here?
Verstappen to pit. He's obviously
I almost like the
about
pressure is off
inevitable
because he
extension
got the
there
championship
from
exactly.
Red Bull.
Russell's fastest lap.
Russell
Yeah,
thinking of
he
the
just
ways that he
pitted.
can lose the race. Thinking about his obstacle.
It's interesting to see what's going to happen here. I think at the end of the day,
maintaining the lead from Max Verstappen. You heard from Red Bull.
I don't know what Red Bull does.
Have fresher tyres towards the end. Russell
I
is
think
16 seconds.
I think Russell gets this win, unfortunately, or Kimi does.
Pace is dropping away.
I was hoping that we get another.
So he is extending, but he is losing.
We have 26 laps left. I was hoping we get another safety car somewhere. Yeah, Max is definitely going to run it. He's gonna run this for sure. He's got no problem trying this out. He'll test this out for sure.
And anyway, soon they might have to cover off the threat that Antonelli undercuts him because the gap is now 3.5 seconds between first and second.
If anyone can do it, it's Max and Lewis that can do it. Now, obviously, Lewis is in
the
7th at the moment.
St. Julian about the medium tire. Yes, it's new. Yes,
let's see what happens here. This race wasn't going. This race has not gone the way I expected it to go.
On this day in history, what that
so Stroll's retiring the car.
For a longer
I was hoping that we would get another safety car from Lance Stroll. That's what I was hoping for. We still got a chance with Fernando Alonso. We could get another safety car. Let's see. He came in clutch last weekend for Lewis, you know.
The hard
another weekend.
Pretty handy for Max, but it's now getting towards
it's
the
pit
end
stop
of
time for Max.
life.
Yeah, I think
28 laps he's done on it, and he's just.
I'm excited. We got our stream next weekend too, guys. If you guys are interested, different time won't be as early. We'll have Silverstone next weekend, and we got a sprint weekend at Silverstone, which is the first, which is kind of crazy.
He ran much longer on that medium in stint number 1.
Retired, but he found a wall.
Why Liam Lawson's so quick behind him.
He's
Lawson
definitely retiring.
Is behind
that's for sure.
In terms of a lap, but he's got fresh.
Because we all know, freaking what's his nuts loves a good wall.
With him and got the answer from Bono on the radio.
Yeah, have I lost a load of pace, or what's the racing
that's for sure.
doing there, keeping pace? Yeah, Lawson doing a good job.
Currently in the best of the rest slot.
I'm intrigued by the Silverstone sprint. Yeah, me too.
The New Zealander.
I'm intrigued also. Let's see what happens here. It should be.
Stop now. The world champion hits his mark.
It's early though. It's like crack of dawn. I think I saw.
The racetrack.
Let's see. I think it said it's at like 4 a.m.
Oh, that was tight. On release for Lando Norris.
And that pit stop will now give Verstappen a clear slot to come out to. He was going to come out right with Norris, but he now won't because Norris has ejected himself from that pit track.
Oscar Piastri gets by the Ferrari once again. It's 4th position for the Australian.
Silverstone's one of my favorite tracks. Next to Abu Dhabi. Silverstone's sick. I went in 2020. I went to Silverstone 2023. It was sick. It's definitely a beautiful track. Yeah, so we got free practice July 3rd at 4:30 in the morning. We got sprint qualifying on July 3rd at 8:30 in the morning. We got the sprint race on 4th of July at 4 a.m. in the morning. We have qualifying on the 4th of July at 8 a.m. in the morning, and then the Grand Prix is on the 5th at 8 a.m. I will most likely be on stream for the sprint qualifying and for the qualifying on the 4th and for the Grand Prix.
Our current race leader versus Russell.
Abu Dhabi is a sick track, by the way.
Last lap, 10.9, the lap
I think I'm kind of pissed that we got rid of
As the Aston Martin slowly into the pits,
Imola.
Lando Norris having to go around.
Imola was one of my favorite tracks. I think that was. It's a driver's track, you know what I mean? Like, it's a proper track. It's a sick track. Like, those boys get down on that track. I understand it was a little narrow, a little dangerous, but that was definitely one of my favorite tracks. I've been to Miami and Austin. I watched F1 race in Indiana 25 years ago. V10s, brother. The V10s were a whole different era. You just had to be there. I never saw the V10s. Oh, 2016 was V8s. Or was it V10s? I don't remember.
To just around a second. Antonelli takes over.
They did scream though. They did scream. Indianapolis must have been sick
as well. And, Antonelli on the old hard tires will continue.
Yeah,
2.2 seconds.
Yeah, V6s. That's what I thought.
The Red Bull of Max Verstappen.
Okay.
Yeah,
I just observed something.
But yeah, it's
normally when you.
I would love to.
In the middle of the pit lane,
I would love for us to go back to the
box before you.
The Red Bull's having. The RBR is having a race of Legends of Times this summer. Oh no way.
Mercedes sent their crew out into the pit box.
That's pretty dope. I like that.
Didn't show like he was coming in, and then of course
I've never actually been to Indianapolis.
Sort of pulling their tires.
Don't know anything about it.
Back into
Sadly,
the box as
I probably couldn't even point it out to you on the map.
Box.
Sadly,
so it's all fair.
I think the furthest I've been to.
Okay, Kimmy, let's go. Just maintain the focus.
Dang. Bono basically hit him with this.
From the Red Bull crew, but yeah, you lose a little bit of time peeling and making extra.
He basically said it's hammer time, brother. Let's go, lock in.
They're in their right to be there. Antonelli would have pitted, I think, had Verstappen not, because he would have been in undercut range.
Max pit. I went to college down the street from there. Oh, sick.
As you say, DC,
that's what's
today,
up.
The medium not the option, even if they did save that extra set.
That's what's
but
up.
He's on a much fresher hard tyre anyway, so the race is on.
Let's see here.
That gap ballooned up.
We got how many? We got 21 laps left, brothers.
From 1 second to 10
ladies.
seconds.
I think they were trying to get towards.
Let's see what happens here, huh?
Could put on the medium, but Antonelli closing and closing.
I need a coffee bad. I'm
so they have to go with the hard that'll safely get him to the end of the race.
This water ain't cutting it. I'll tell you that much. By the way,
Lewis Hamilton now chasing Charles Leclerc.
I'm gonna add some more wall art here, guys. I'm gonna put there's a front wing I'm gonna buy. Lewis Hamilton
started second and third.
Maybe back here on the back part of the wall.
Last 5 races around
the
this circuit.
Rolex clock up on the wall.
Started from the front row.
We're not doing the whole tag heuer thing.
2022.
Rolex is only playing with their official time of racing. Okay.
In recent rounds of the World Championship, and it's Hamilton gaining a huge amount of time.
I'm based in I'm based in Los Angeles.
Of 71.
Good old Southern California, man. We outside. It's a little June gloom right now. It's also crack of dawn. It's 7 a.m. here. Been up since 5:30. Don't mind me.
Mercedes again out in the pit lane.
Yeah.
Antonelli boxing.
So locks in his second stop, and then he'll come out.
Yeah, it's early. It's definitely early.
Assuming Max has done a
Texas.
Lap
Texas.
2 since he's pitted, out lap and a first push. And they'll both be trying to charge
Texas
down
is your second
on George Russell for the race win. Leclerc's surely got to jump out of the way.
We should all try and do Coda. I should do a meetup in Coda. We all hang out.
Charles Leclerc, who's not having a great day. Hamilton wants to go and at least go and beat Piastri today and maximise his point score.
So Antonelli rejoining the race.
Went to high school in Houston. Oh no way! That's what's up.
Has Russell ahead.
My brother lives in Houston.
And if it finishes like that, there will be 40 points between George Russell and.
I've never been to Houston.
Favour on board with Lewis Hamilton, who is getting to the inside.
Oh wow! Just past Charles.
He's up to 5th position.
Come on, Lewis. What kills me about this race, real quick, you guys, is that I'm bummed that we got robbed of a first and second place podium yesterday because of George Russell And now, on top of that,
I feel like Verstappen's lost too
both
much
have had
ground
just
by
a
staying
subpar
out
race,
on that tyre
and
in the
now
middle
we're
of the
in
race.
5th and 6th.
10 seconds.
If that is not the
Six
Ferrari
lap
way,
pressure tyres.
I don't know what is.
Virtual
Virtual safety car
is deployed. The virtual
Brother,
safety car is
could get
up.
interesting
Change
real quick right here.
things a little
What's
bit
going on?
earlier. Got the slippery surface flag in track sector number 6. That's the mini sectors. And goodbye to the bollard. Hello to the marshal. And that's why we needed the virtual safety car.
Oh,
A full safety car would have changed things.
full safety car would have been great.
Antonelli and Verstappen right on the tail of Russell with pressure tyres, but the VSC will actually be good news
Yeah,
for
H-Town.
Russell.
DC, you said they were attacking the inside of turn 3
I'm in
like never
Georgetown.
before.
Max is killing it.
Yeah,
Max is going to win this one. I think so.
A bit
I think Max
much of that
dials it all the way in
inside
and
struck
locks
it on
in
the tyre,
and makes it happen.
and,
Oscar.
scooped up by
Oscar
the
Kratos. Who are you trying to see win, bro?
fast reactions of the
Who do you
marshals.
got? Top 3.
And the
Shoot your
virtual
shot.
safety car is ending and withdrawn. The green flag is back. And we go racing
We're back to
once
racing.
more.
Safety car is over.
Lewis Hamilton ahead of Charles Leclerc.
Let's see what happens here.
Are we going to get a battle between these two up the hill?
I just
We
stand
are
up
not
for
going
a
to get a
second.
battle
Tired of
between these
sitting.
two up the hill.
One sec, guys.
Isaac
I'm
Hadjar's
walking.
2.6 seconds
Stand
away
here.
as well. Verstappen caught between strategies then,
See here.
aiming for the medium, unable to get the
Just stand up and
tyres
walk all
that
the way in.
far. He's 9.1 seconds away. What can Antonelli do?
Leclerc still chasing it. He's not looked comfortable, really. He's not looked comfortable through
Let's
a
see what's
lot of
going
the
on
weekend. Did a good job in Q3 to get ahead of Hamilton, who didn't get his first
Georgetown,
run
yeah.
of the final part of
That's where my
qualifying
brother
in.
is. Oh, sick. Hell yeah.
Started again in that slightly inflated second and third position for the two Ferraris, but every time you jump on board with Leclerc, it looks like he's struggling to slow the car down. Just always fighting the rear, the front just washing slightly as well. It doesn't look that nice.
This
The
race,
Ferrari that was
I'm not going to even lie. This race is a little boring. A little more boring than I thought it was ever going to be. I was hoping to see more, a little more action,
a good second
a little more controversy, like we had yesterday for the qualifying. Did anybody watch qualifying yesterday?
How much tire did Russell use?
The qualifying was
to build up this
insane.
buffer?
The fact that Max Verstappen crashed the way he did.
2.5 seconds per lap. Well, he did do that.
Thank you, bro.
But
I appreciate
for
that.
what cost?
Yeah, the qualifying was insane yesterday. And quite frankly, I couldn't believe that Max crashed the way he crashed. And then the fact that George Russell just, the FIA allowed this fool just to get pole. I mean, he obviously knew the rule book better than anybody else because look at him, it's George Russell. But my point is that the fact that he, it was a great, it was an epic qualifying. I love the qualifying. It was so sick. But I just couldn't believe that Ferrari had the 1 and 2. We had it.
Motivation on the radio.
We had it, dude. And the fact that we lost that, it's just wild to me, bro. It's like, what happened, man? So insane.
For a very long time, winning the championships with Max Verstappen.
It makes no sense.
The timing of that virtual safety car worked well. The gap had come down to 9.1.
If you're just joining, we got 17 laps out of 71.
Russell comes through, does a 10.9.
Our top 3,
comes through,
George Russell.
10.6.
Max
Antonelli does the
Verstappen.
fastest lap of the race.
The top
as he
10
comes through,
is
it does
in
a
4th, Oscar
10.4.
Piastri.
So they gain
Lewis Hamilton,
little bit
Charles Leclerc,
by a little
Isaac
bit.
Hadjar, Lando Norris,
Russell still
Liam Lawson, and Albert Lindblad. Crazy that the Racing Bulls are going to double points again, which is sick. Yeah, FIA killing me with their enforcement. You know what's crazy also I thought about Rachel? Super wild. Yeah, Max's crash was insane. The fact that he hit that corner at the high speed the way he did and crashed the way he did, but absolutely insane. What else is crazy to me is you remember 2 weeks ago when we were at, what was it, Monaco? And we had all those penalties for pit lane safety, right, for speeding in the pits.
He is wanting to see his driver.
I mean, obviously there was something wrong with the track sensors, but I'm going to assume that they had things. They had things off, right? But it all should have been overturned, right? But then yesterday you have a high speed, crash, and you're gonna tell me, I know the Alpine situation is such bullshit, but you have a high speed crash and you don't double yellow flag it, which is insane to me, that you're not willing to take safety seriously. Like, brother, that's the whole point of part of your guys' job is safety. And so this dude just got to like just cruise on and walk on through the freaking the promised land and get first. It's like, there's no, if that was Lewis Hamilton or Charles Leclerc.
Is that a lunge to the inside? We'll focus the camera and we'll see Isaac Hadjar getting past Charles Leclerc.
Wow. If that was Lewis Hamilton or Charles Leclerc, or even I'll say Lando Norris, we all know that they would have revoked that, and they would have been in fifth or wherever they were going to be at. It just kills me.
And the up and under is going to happen again. The Red Bull driver is
Charles is struggling right now. P6. But yeah, yesterday's qualifying was crazy. I enjoyed it though. Q3 was lit, locked in. I'm excited for Silverstone next weekend. Another great track, should be fun. I hope Lewis Hamilton stunts on these fools. I just need him to win at his home race. Charles is pissed.
Yeah, I don't think he said gone.
15 laps left, and Charles is cussing out his engineer. These tires are shit.
Yeah, he's not in a happy place, unlike Hadjar, who's having a very strong race.
Both Red Bulls, 23 seconds off the race lead.
No further infringement from Lando Norris in the pit lane.
Verstappen 7 seconds away faster than the race leader by a 1/10 of a second last time round. But Isaac Hadjar as well didn't have that Monaco podium in the end, but he has had a strong run of point scores. This would be his 4th in a row with a personal best of 4th in Monaco.
Verstappen 7 seconds off the lead for a
James,
minute.
how do you feel about this new, since you've seen the V10s and since you've seen also the
10th and a half quicker on the last lap
progression of the sport?
Let's see a replay of what George
How do you feel about
Russell's
this
been up to on turn 1.
series of car? Do you hate it?
Wide moment in the car. Yeah, he's lost what,
now
3
they are
tenths in
hot.
that first sector because of that incident. So this looks like it could be a good half a second.
Yeah, I agree.
That
I agree.
Verstappen is quicker than
definitely, they're exhausted in that car. They've been in the car for an hour, hour and 15.
Russell going
and
off, and then
I'm
also
sure
having to clear, I think,
they're not having
Lindblad
fun.
on that lap. So
I'm sure that
comes down to
that water
seconds.
that they have is
That'll
hot
help.
also.
Up until then,
Those
I think
cooling vests aren't
George had
doing
this one under
anything for
control,
them.
but
I'm certain
a
of
bit
that.
more of a carrot dangled there for Max and Red Bull.
I'm definitely certain of that one.
Antonelli not doing enough.
But yeah, James, how do you feel about this new car regulation after seeing some of the other cars that have been around?
Liam Lawson.
Do you love it? Hate it? Think it's stupid?
He's got a bit of a clear run.
I mean, seeing V10s must have been a freaking hell of a time, you know?
Lando Norris is roaring up to the back of Charles Leclerc's Ferrari. And we talked about the big 4 teams. All the contenders running from the big 4 teams, and Charles Leclerc is going to have to produce something strong to keep Norris at bay, because these hard tyres are...
You're young, dude.
That's the graphic.
My buddy Adam, he's 45. You're
10
young.
laps young. So as a result, a fresher
You've been
run
around.
for Norris
You're
should see
just well seasoned.
Norris
got a
had
little
a chance.
salt and pepper.
Feels like a very long time ago now. Had a chance to get.
I agree. I want to see cars race. Do you watch any WEC or IMSA?
And Verstappen having a very
that's probably the best racing we have at the moment. Is both of those. I think that IMSA and WEC are like that's like racing. Like those dudes are like getting after. I even watched a little bit of what was the NASCAR race last weekend that was in on that naval ship, whatever it was.
No, nothing.
Probably nothing to lose, nothing to gain for
I want to see cars race too, but Kevin K-Mag raced last weekend.
It went up in at turn 1, but it looks on the cards for turn number 3.
Okay, sick. So you're a MotoGP dude.
Not have
dude, K-Mag at the shipyard last weekend? My guy? I can't say it on stream, obviously.
It's another pass.
But he was like, go F yourself, bro. I got time. K-Mag is him.
Being put to good use.
I was never a NASCAR guy either. But K-Mag last weekend at the shipyard race, that dude, he was like, hey, brother, listen, I got time. You may not know who I am. We're racing for 33rd place. Go F yourself. Get out of my face. Go F yourself, brother. I don't got time for this nonsense. You know what? Hey, again, go F yourself. K-Mag was like, I got time, my guy. I am exactly who I think I am. Suck my...
We'll see him now come under pressure from an Alpine that is a lap down on him.
Oh yeah, he has the attitude for NASCAR. He is the attitude for NASCAR. And you know what? He was driving the heck out of that car too. I gotta give it to him. He was driving the heck out of that car. Fastest lap, we got it. Kimi Antonelli. Crazy.
Then Russell. That is pretty much.
We got 12 laps left, everyone. 12 laps left. Thanks for hanging on in the stream.
Russell will be pleased with the way
I appreciate you, TikTok. I appreciate you, Twitch. I appreciate you guys all on YouTube as well. It's been fun. We got 12 laps to go. It looks like George Russell's going to be our winner unless something changes here. Max Verstappen's going to come in second, and Kimi will be in third. Unfortunate circumstances for Lewis and Charles. So we started P2 and P3. But, you know, sometimes we're just dealt that deck of cards.
It's a season that just keeps delivering, if that is
Oscar
the case.
Piastri's holding it down in 4th. Lewis is in 5th.
Max, if that
Isaac
was,
Ajar's in 6th. Norris is in 7th. And Leclerc's in 8th.
Second, nice podium.
And the Racing Bulls, Lindblad and Lawson are 9th and 10th. So a bit of a stale race, but nonetheless, it's been fun hanging out with you guys.
The top two in the Grand Prix,
I appreciate you guys talking to me and hanging out. It's been a good one.
Verstappen up against a rival to win around here. It was the driver in 3rd.
Max is giving 8 tenths per lap.
It was George Russell in a Mercedes.
You have to give Adam absolute hell for needing his beauty sleep and missing the race. Yeah, for sure. I don't know where this fool's at. I don't know how he blew it. He just blew it.
Drivers' Championship points coming into view. This will be a great.
Thank you, James. I appreciate it, bro.
Plenty to do to keep this thing going.
It's been sick having this conversation with you guys. It's fun to talk.
For the end, but what an important victory this would be should he get there. Antonelli's not making enough inroads.
Adam dropped the ball. I don't know where this dude's at. Don't know where he's at. He dropped the ball though. That's for sure. That's all I can say.
Comparison to last year's battle between Oscar Piastri, Lando Norris. Piastri just had so much speed 1 year ago.
It's crazy to think about how fast the McLarens were last year.
And it gave him momentum. He won the next Grand Prix as well, and it allowed him to restabilize himself in the championship battle that had been
so official with this,
at that stage. Very similar to what we've seen from Kimi Antonelli, who earlier this season won 5 Grand Prix in a row.
I feel elite. Like I'm a part of the team. I need to get. You know what I should get? I should get a Ferrari flag.
You're exactly right. This is
I should just get an LH flag, really. Team LH.
Clinging to
Correct
every
if I'm
point
on
that he
Etsy
can
or something.
get. If it's
just
Team
LH
chance through a yellow flag zone on a Saturday because you need to deliver a final lap.
It's a for sure. For sure.
If it's trying to hang on to any points in Spain, a second place, you take it. Clinging on to a race win against the charging Red Bull here, he has to maximise it. This is not George Russell at his best right now, the same way as it wasn't Lando Norris at his best through the middle part of last year.
Can't believe Russell's going to win this one. Crazy.
George has to stay within range.
At least that's what it seems like so far. Anything can happen
really
still. 10 laps left.
And he's consistent right now. He lost out a lot at the start of this Grand Prix, and he's sort of
paid
the price for that. Not quite.
I think next weekend's going to be good. Next weekend's going to be sick, I think.
Teammate out front, but Russell
I'm excited.
The points, however he's going to get
this race was a little underwhelming, unfortunately.
Huge couple of laps coming the way of George Russell. His championship aspiration.
But what can we do? Not every race is going to be exciting. Any races you guys are looking forward to?
The results have been upended.
All right, James, definitely.
So many in the
hey,
have
a good rest of the weekend. See you next week, Big Dog. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the follow. It was good meeting you, man.
Is the gap as we make our way through. Verstappen is going to get past Liam Lawson, and then the next car ahead of him will be George Russell.
Russell's doing enough, though.
Let's see. We got 9 laps left.
Quicker. He now
9 laps
is
left.
on the tail of Lawson, so Lawson's got to jump out of the way. They're on for a nice double points. The Racing Bulls.
Always Coda, yeah.
A threat from behind as well. So now it's about.
I'll see you, James. Have a good one,
bro.
bro.
I think Verstappen has
got
Coda's
a sick track. No doubt about that.
So far, so good for George Russell.
I'm looking forward to Coda also. I think Coda. I'm looking forward to Monza as well. I'm also looking forward to Silverstone next weekend. And I'm also looking forward to.
They had a chance to go for an undercut if they wanted to lock in.
Mexico City.
Use the hards instead of the mediums late on.
Mexico City's a sick track.
They didn't take it. When you see the pace
super
Russell
sick track.
Had straight away on that hard tire, was that
I really
the
enjoy
opportunity
Mexico City.
There where
I want to go to that race too. I would love to go Coda.
Or at least
I would love to go Coda,
Mercedes
Mexico City, and Brazil.
Good strategy, you have to say.
Oh yeah, that's right. We got Spain. When is that race?
They reacted well. Mercedes caught between a rock and a hard place last time out.
Spain.
Had the 2 cars back.
Spanish Grand Prix. Oh, it's in September.
Lewis Hamilton on a 3-stop. And even without the timing of the virtual safety car, Lewis Hamilton, with that attacking strategy, looks set to win that Grand Prix, whether Fernando Alonso broke down.
British Grand Prix, Belgium,
or not.
Spa. I forgot. Spa is another sick track. I can't wait for Spa. Spa's in
second victory of the season.
2.5 weeks, 3 weeks.
The 7th in his Formula 1.
We got the Hungarian Grand Prix. We got the Dutch Grand Prix.
Tires. Again,
Italian Grand Prix.
1/10 quicker. The race starting
a sick
to
track.
head firmly towards George Russell now.
Eau Rouge,
keep it clean,
that chicane,
it's
gonna be sick.
Plenty of late drama.
Eau Rouge is a sick
plenty of reliability woes for Mercedes as well. That'll start to run through his head as the laps continue to count down.
Yeah, I would like to do
seconds and fairly stable.
Coda, Mexico City,
amount of traffic ahead for George.
Those heavy hitters would be sick.
Alex Albon and Esteban Ocon, and then it might be a run to the flag. Just got to keep it smooth, make no mistakes. We've seen a few of those on the brakes as well when we've gone picture in picture. It's in
Rachel, who are we giving driver of the day to?
Moment running wide. Just has to keep it clean at
Is
this
it
stage.
Max
Sneaks
Verstappen?
under 5 seconds. The
I think
laps
it's
are
going to be
running
Max.
out.
Max drove the hell out of that car today.
Stroll, Sainz, Perez and Bottas, the 4 retirements from the Grand Prix.
He drove the wheels off that
Racing
car.
Bulls winning the best
Right?
of the
Has
rest
to be.
battle.
Has to
They've
be.
got the
He put on a clinic today.
advantageous compound of the medium tyre.
To come from
on,
5th to
Lawson,
2nd,
1.4 seconds
all you can
ahead
do is salute the guy.
of Arvid Lindblad.
The dude's
Lindblad's had a
moving
strong
different.
weekend if you consider
You know?
that he's a rookie driver.
He's
His first
definitely
visit
moving
to this place in Formula 1.
It's impressive.
Knows it from Formula 2 and Formula 3 days, but he is chasing his teammate all the way home, and they will close the gap down
Crazy.
to 5th place Alpine in the Constructors' Championship. If it stays like that, not by a lot, but every point helps.
I
The
can't
gap is
believe
down to
that this
4.6
Ferrari
seconds
strategy
out
didn't
front.
work out in our
Russell will
favor,
tick
man.
off the laps.
Kinda
As it
pisses me
stands,
off
he's
just a
taking
little
10
bit.
points out of Kimi Antonelli in the World
We didn't
Championship battle.
get no podium.
His good mate Alex Albon jumps out of the way nicely forward.
how does that even
which
happen?
leaves Esteban Ocon to get out of the way soon. Ocon running 16th after a decent start. It's a tricky weekend for Haas. And the only other man he might catch is Fernando Alonso. Because
We got
Alonso is
7 laps left, guys.
so slow in
7
this race.
laps.
He could be 3
I'm
laps
just-
down
I'm
if
just
Russell
glad-
gets him by then, and he could be a lap down to the next car. Because Albon
I'm glad
might get
that,
close to Alonso too. Miserable for the
We didn't have
only
any
remaining
DNFs in the
Aston
top
race.
10.
That's a 2-time world
Everyone
champion
in the top
driving
10
that
still
car
competing.
as well.
We're gonna have a good
Fernando
championship fight
Alonso,
here.
Aston Martin season
It's going to be a really good
in
championship
Belgium,
fight, and I'm excited.
when they bring effectively a B-spec car.
Well,
all their
Verstappen is going to be
updates at
risky.
once,
Yeah,
and
I
they
agree.
will
Verstappen was definitely going to be
there is
risky.
an easier
That's for
run in
sure.
the second half of the
But
season.
yeah, I'm glad that there's in the.
first.
I think when it comes to the championship,
Clears Albon
when it's
as
going to come
well.
down to it, it's going to be a
Gasly
good little
deep
fight
at turn
between.
3
I hope
with a lot of
between
speed.
Yeah, not Alpine's day either,
Kimi,
is it? Gasly down
George,
at 13th
and Lewis.
on a soft tyre, but a soft tyre that is past its best as well.
Okay, that's
So,
my favorite.
Alpine disappointed
Maybe
not to
my
get a single
favorite
car
element
up
of
into
the
the
race.
top 10 yesterday. Gasly was 11th and was nearly
I
the
feel
man
you
to
on
knock
that.
Verstappen
It's
out
definitely
of
my
Q2.
favorite element, that's for
In
sure.
the race today, they've not been
There's
able
no
to
denying
come up
that.
trumps, which is where they've been pretty strong
love a
so
little
far.
chaos.
Their race pace, their consistency.
I just was hoping that
Tough
we would
day for
have
them
more
as well.
chaos
Antonelli's got the gap
with a
down to
closer
2.9
gap. You know what I mean?
seconds,
I was hoping we'd
but
have
we
a
are
few
running
more
out of laps here.
overtakes.
This is George Russell.
I was hoping that we'd
in the
have maybe
lead.
some more
How much it would mean
retirements.
to Max Verstappen
We only
on
had
the Bull
really
circuit,
Carlos who
3.6
retired on
seconds now,
track.
the gap.
One real virtual
He's led
safety
51
car.
laps today, closing in on the win.
I think
I
it's
wanted
measured
more
from
chaos.
George. I think it's going to
Like,
be measured
what's
to
Bain
the
say?
mirrors at the end because Max is
No, it's
closing
the
in
Joker.
by half a second
He
a
goes,
lap, but
"Introduce
it's
a
not
little
enough at
energy."
this stage. So
Introduce the world to chaos.
another lap
I'm
car
not a man of
jumps out of
chaos.
the
I
way.
don't have a plan. That's how I always think about every
See the
race.
lead. Oh, it's so
Let's have
tantalising looking up the hill and seeing him
introduce
getting
a little
closer
chaos.
and
Let's have a little chaos
closer.
this race.
But the laps are starting to run out. He just needs a mistake now from Russell.
You expected this?
All he
Interesting.
can
I
do
didn't.
as he
I was hoping it
gets
was going to be
swap
a
on
little bit
in the
more. I
on
guess
turn
I'm
number
delusional.
3. Has that correction
I'm delusional
still,
after
just
yesterday's
try and
qualifying.
push and push and
I was
push.
hoping that it was
He
going to
knows
be
he can't
actually
close down
like,
the gap without an error
you
from
know,
Russell. So can he
I was hoping for
force
some
the mistake?
actual,
And you keep pushing.
racing, some questionable
George to
pits,
keep pushing
some
as
questionable
well.
strategy
And then
calls.
he's running over the curbs. You get a chance of,
Oh yeah,
of
for the retirement, yeah,
little
I
bit of
agree.
carbon
I
fiber
did too.
braking, or
I was
other
definitely hoping for
components
that.
that are being banged around, like Lando Norris's picture in picture, up behind Isaac Hadjar taking a big whack over the yellow sausage.
I was really
curb.
hoping that
That's the
one
sort
of
of
these
thing
Mercedes
that
was
Max
going to
has
blow up.
keep doing if he wants to apply any sort of pressure in terms of race pace.
The fact that George Russell's going to win this also kind
Mercedes
of
and
pisses
Russell
me
have
off
called
too.
it really, really well. It's
Like,
been another day of pressure absorption from
I don't know.
George Russell.
It kind of,
but he has
and I'll tell you why it
stood up to
pisses
the
me off.
test so
It pisses
far.
me off for a lot of reasons, but
It
the
looked
main
for
one
the
is
world earlier on, like we were going to
we
see
watched-
Russell and
we watched
Verstappen do
this whole
battle
thing
over first
happen
place in a
with
race,
Pierre
corner by
Gasly
corner.
getting back third place.
in a way that we haven't
I feel
before
like-
in Formula 1, and Verstappen
I just feel like
spent
they
a
should.
long time
they-
in this final
somebody
stint trying
should
to
challenge
recreate
this
that
whole
scenario,
situation.
but he's 3 seconds away.
With what happened yesterday with the double yellow flag. Because this should have been a Ferrari 1 and 2.
We had
We
another
should have
5
been
laps to
at
this
least
race.
second and third
I
today.
think that's what it would take for Verstappen to get there, probably for Antonelli to join him. They are in reverse order of pace right now. Antonelli, you can see, has the fastest lap next to his name. Catching
I did too.
Verstappen, who's catching Russell, but
I did
they're
too.
not catching at a fast
I
enough
agree.
rate.
I expected that also, but I guess we
Wow.
just didn't get that luck,
It
right?
is going to be a contrasting podium, isn't it? You've got second and third wishing that we could go on and on and on, and George Russell going, get that checkered flag.
Kai and Oscar, who do you guys want to see? Who do you guys want to see in the top?
Of the season.
Well, the good thing is the laps
Or,
count down
sorry, not who do you want to
so
see? Who
quickly
were you
here.
hoping to
1
see
minute
to
11
win
seconds is the
your
fastest
top 3?
lap on the calendar. So it's galling in the early parts
Burrito Witty. I like that name. That's fun. And also, thanks for the follow. I appreciate you.
Only 3,
then you can count them down very, very quickly. A few minutes now waiting for George Russell and the checkered flag, and you just want to get there.
We got
hoping the car
3 laps.
On, hoping that you don't have a lapsing
3 laps.
Just stay glued
Does
to
Kimi
your
beat Max
braking
for
point,
second?
glued to your apex markers. There's Fernando Alonso, who's
I think it's a possibility, right?
See what Antonelli can do on this lap. He's 1.5 seconds to Max Verstappen in second
Best season so far this season for Max. I agree. Definitely the best season we've had
in the World Championship. If he gets past
for Max. Max has done well.
7 points.
He showed up. He's going to win driver of the day, no doubt about it. I mean, this Canada race was decent too. But yeah, he did well. Definitely a good one for him. I don't know if Kimi beats Max. You know what? Max loves Kimi, so he might let him pass him if he goes forward. But I don't think Kimi has the tires for it. He's basically got 3 laps left. I don't know if Kimi can do it.
For what was possible.
Would be cool to see.
Verstappen expected to be
first half of the race was nuts.
McLaren at the start of the day.
Second part was disappointing, but I'll take it.
And rewind it again to yesterday. This moment here, where Verstappen was off into the barrier, you still see the marks. Without that, he starts with the Mercedes.
Yeah, I agree.
He's at the pace. He's at the
I agree.
pace
I think Silverstone's going to be. Silverstone's going to be fun. I hope. Right? I'm optimistic. I'm Delulu for Lulu, as I always say.
From the privileged position to pole
I need Lewis to show up and show out at Silverstone. I know that obviously Lando and so is George Russell. They're going to try and put on a clinic, and we all know that George Russell has the car. Long weekend, just so you guys know, there's a sprint weekend next week at Silverstone. And it is next week, which is crazy because it's also 4th of July. Where did the year go? Like, how are we already into 4th of July next week? But yeah, I hope Ferrari figures it out for Lewis and also makes it happen and makes sense. I'm excited for Silverstone. It's a great track, tons of history. When Lewis won in 2024, I damn near cried. But yeah, it's gonna be good. I'm excited.
Now he does get out of the way for
crazy that this will only be Max's second podium this year. I know, it is crazy. It is absolutely crazy. It doesn't make any sense to me that, I mean, it does. Obviously, a new car, new powertrain from
it is George Russell, the race leader.
Rachel, we might get what you're talking about. We might get a pass from Kimi. He might try and pass him.
Miles remaining. And here we go. Can Antonelli find the power from the Mercedes to heat the pressure on? This is going to be big. This is the battle for second position. Is there a chance
oh yeah, some good races coming up for sure. Super excited about that. You're not wrong. Max is a driver's driver, man. That dude will will that car however he has to. Let's see what Kimi does here.
No opportunity. Is there a
chance I agree with you.
Off this corner? Russell is a few corners away from the win.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of curveball moves in this Grand Prix
Final
as
lap.
well. That's the only thing now that Antonelli's got left up his sleeve. You can see how close they both are to the race leader.
Let's see here.
Well, the top 3 are separated by 2.2 seconds at the end. George Russell.
Can Kimi get him? I don't think he can.
Verstappen got within 1.5 seconds.
I don't think Kimi can get him.
But he's got 2 corners to go for his second Grand Prix victory of the season.
Wow. George Russell, huh?
Russell sees the checkered
all right, George. We'll clap it up for you.
Russell wins the Austrian Grand Prix. Second
good job, George.
And third, separated
good job.
by 0.3 of a second.
Even though you stole it, we'll give it to you.
His best Grand Prix result.
I'm gonna salute to Max Verstappen. Cabs, and I agree with you. The overall racing was. Max did what he did. He willed that car to the finish line. He made it happen. It's going to be good to see what happens these next coming up races. Silverstone's going to be a good test for a lot of people. I'm excited for Silverstone. It's going to be fun. And I think also. I think also.
He would have just been so
I think also.
cockpit for the last dozen laps.
It'll be just different, right? This season, I think this European circuit is like properly kicking off now. This is where races get really interesting.
Oh, that's a pressure relief for this man.
You're back. You're back, James.
Great job, mate.
Max is gonna get him. No, Max.
2 years ago, yabba dabba doo.
Oh God.
Great job.
This dude, George Russell, yabba dabba doo.
Thank you so. Good team result.
Like brother.
Well done.
And you wonder why we don't like you. This man's out here quoting Scooby-Doo. Like, stop, bro. It's too much, man. You're doing too much. You're doing too much, brother. We don't like that.
Grand Prix of the year, his second of the season. And in his Formula One career, he now has 7 to his tally.
George is so corny. I agree, Marco. He's so corny, bro. It's so painful. It's another reason why I don't like him.
As the win.
He's just a giant cornball.
Big race from Red Bull and Verstappen. Well done to Russell.
Like, dude, what?
He's not done it with aplomb, has he? But he's done it, and that's what matters.
Good job, Max. Well done. Drove the wheels off it.
Hot take. I think Max goes to McLaren next year. I think he's not going to leave GP. I'll let GP leave him. I think they go to McLaren and they take over there and they change.
So
they changed some stuff.
Within lunging range,
Oscar, for IPU is shit. I think what happened is, I saw a video the other day. I'll see if I can find it. I'll have to post it. Someone said that they think the turbo's too small, which is why they're too slow in the straights. They were showing each sector in the corners, the high speeds, and the straightaways. And they were showing where Lewis and Charles were fastest and where everyone else was slowest. And obviously in the high speed corners, they're fast. In the straights, their power unit, that turbo cannot do it. And they were saying if they can figure out how to get a bigger turbo in there, they think that would help them. Because it's so true. Even if you watch the
George Russell,
finding
his way to the top step in the opening race of the year.
Even if you watch
second in China,
what is it? The Ghost Car yesterday with Charles and George Russell. The straights are insane. When George lets off, when he lifted, as he said, to the rest of the race control, it's pretty crazy how much further away he is. Yeah, yo, Marco, see you next time, big dog. Thanks for joining. I appreciate you, man. Have a good rest of the Sunday, and I'll see you next week. Anyway, the Ghost Car shows Charles and Russell side by side, and on those last 2 turns, if he did lift, or when he lifted into that turn, it's still pretty crazy. That Ferrari power unit barely made a dent. I'd say that car was almost 2 car lengths ahead of him. So I agree, that power unit is absolute dog shit, and it's clear that they just need a bigger turbo, is what it looks like.
Started third in this one, came across the line in 5th, 4 seconds away from Oscar Piastri.
So there's so much to unpack with the MV contract. Yeah, I agree, there is. There's a lot to unpack there. There's a lot to talk about there. I think, I don't know. I think, my other question is, do you think Max wants to stay in F1 much longer? He's talked about how racing isn't his whole life, and he's not enjoying these new regulations, and so forth and so forth. I wonder what happens, right? Like, does he even want to stay in F1 this much longer? I don't think he wants to leave GP, though.
So individually, he's done as much as he could be asked for. Piastri takes the top speed of the race and takes 4th position from him. So maybe that's 1 position lost there for Ferrari with that extra pit stop.
Yo, I appreciate that. Thank you, Oscar. I appreciate that, bro. I enjoy you being here. I want to keep building this stream up, man. I had a total, I can see all my stats to the left over here, which is why you guys see me look over at my chats over here with you guys as well. On TikTok, I had 850 people at one point in time who have stopped by and watched, and I have 6,000 likes on the stream, and I got 20 new followers. My question is there anything that you guys want to see more of or less of? Like, should I put up something else? Should I be talking about other things as I go? Obviously, there's only 7 or 8 of you guys in the chat right now, but at one point in time, I had 90 people in here. I guess the question is, like, what else would make it more interesting here? Should I add another part of the? I can add a track anywhere up here. Of course, the lights just turned off. I can add a track anywhere in the back, right? I can turn this off. Hold on a sec. Sorry.
If they go well there again, they have re-established themselves
I don't know why
in that fight like that. For wins. Mercedes back again after Ferrari interrupted their run of Grand Prix success.
Him asking to move to Spa 24 to not conflict with F1 was an interesting aspect. I agree, it was. I definitely agree with you on that. Max is interesting. He knows what he's doing. He knows his play here. I just wonder if he wants to. He likes racing, clearly. I just don't know if he likes racing F1 as much as he likes racing GT cars now. You know, and obviously being a dad, I just wonder if he's like, oh, you know what, time to check out, or maybe time to do something different, or switch it up. I mean, the dude was simming. More videos of doing analysts before the next race. Okay, sick. I can definitely do that. I can definitely do that for sure.
Everyone in the main
I'll make that happen.
grandstand waiting
I appreciate
to see.
that feedback.
Let's chat with the top three.
You know,
And asking the question.
let's see what the top three's got to say.
So George Russell, your second victory of the season, your
See her.
7th of the career, and it seems to me you aced qualifying, you knew the rules. That was a tough race. You guys so close together at the end, but a beautiful victory.
Yeah, incredible to be back on the top step. It's been a little while, so I'm definitely going to enjoy this one this evening. A lot of hard work with my team to get us back on track. Obviously, there's a tricky run of form at one point. Max and Rebel was incredible. They were incredibly quick this weekend, so kudos to them. But yeah, thanks to everyone. Thanks to the fans. It was pretty toasty out there. So looking forward to a drink now.
Nobody likes George
I can
Russell.
see drip on the underside of your
Nobody likes
chin.
him.
It's still
I can tell. It's the energy.
In the
It's off.
cockpit in
Nobody
these
likes
hot
this dude.
conditions, because you had to be on point the whole way through. We saw you go a little bit wide up into 3 towards the end there as the tyres were starting to struggle, but otherwise a well-managed race.
Yeah, I mean, I was having to push every single lap, and when you push those boundaries, there's bound to be a small mistake or two in there, and I knew just
You
how
are
quick the
correct
guys were
about that,
behind.
Rachel.
Obviously, Kimmy's been extraordinarily quick.
He definitely does
this
have
whole season,
veins.
so every lap I
saw a lot of them
looking at
last
the
year.
timing board,
I was
we pitched it
shocked.
on the early side. I knew it was going to be
Look at
a
these
long
guys
sprint, but
running down
the team timed it to perfection.
Excellent. Well, just moving along to Max Verstappen. Congratulations, your second podium of the year. As we lose our winner, George, you need to come back before we finish this interview. You were in the hunt. You really had a chance out of the difficulties of qualifying. We saw you take that big hit in turn 9, and then to come and be that close to a victory, you must be very happy.
Yeah, I think it was, of course, a very good race
Why
for
did
us.
they, why did they
first
have
few
this guy
laps
do
were
the interview?
Quite fun, and then it was like basically just trying to, manage your tires. And honestly, I think the car was in quite a good window.
Good job,
for,
Max.
I would say a half of the race, and then we just picked up a few, let's say, issues with the car, which then, prevented me from basically finding that nice rhythm. But still,
You're so funny, Rachel.
Second, that close to a win,
Listen.
I think it's
When he told me
for us,
that he was an
in
Aston
that
Martin
sense,
fan,
for sure, I'm very happy.
I said,
Yeah, very strong race also from your
brother, are
teammate.
you okay?
You took
And
that
then he
big
told
hit
me
in
he was a
qualifying.
Fernando fan. I was
It
like,
looked
what's
to me
wrong
when
with
you got out
you?
of the car,
Are you like
were moving
trolling
a
me?
little
Like, what is this,
gingerly.
dude?
Did you
Like, what is
carry
going on
it,
here?
or is
Are you
it your
trolling?
injury, or
Are you
all
trying to be
good?
funny?
When you
Like,
got
what is
from
this?
the
And he's like,
car,
oh,
it
have.
looked like
Then he told me he has
Yeah,
the
that's
Aston
Chinese,
Martin
you know,
safety car, and I was like, oh, that's pretty sick. Like, that's I get that. That's
Today
awesome.
was okay. So that
But
was
like being a
Well, congratulations,
an
Kimi.
Aston Martin fan, it's like.
A little bit of an interesting first lap for you.
Exactly. He must really like
hard
Hardick, right? Like, there's just no way it makes sense. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I mean, I was a bit too excited in the first few laps,
Change
and
one thing.
definitely didn't drive well, did too many mistakes, and even in the first stint on the medium, lost 3-4 seconds with mistakes.
he's funny. I don't understand his
since
perspective.
I mean, after I changed tire, I reset, and the pace was at the end was very strong, and it was a shame that I joined the party a bit too late.
Well, you joined it maybe a bit too late, but it gave us what was just a fantastic finish to this Grand Prix.
Yeah, I mean, it was
True story.
It was going to be, you know,
You do never expect the podium. That is the
It would
truth.
have been a lot of fun, yeah, of course, congrats to George, Matt. Really great weekend. On my side, there's a lot to improve, but yeah,
Kimi looks
still
cooked.
minimize the mistakes.
No, congratulations with that. And George, just finally back to you. You've managed to pull back 10 points. Within 40, goodbye, gentlemen. You obviously don't want to listen to you anymore. You're
Like, yeah, we're
back
out of
in
here,
this
bro.
hunt. You needed a weekend like this, and you've delivered.
Yeah, absolutely. It's, you know, the tough races.
George,
definitely
nobody's happy
touch
for you,
you
dude.
Psychologically, and these last two weekends for me have been vitally important to remind myself I can do it. Single lap race pace was very strong this weekend, and on a track that is probably not very well suited to my style. So
That's
looking
wild.
forward
I don't
to
think anyone's happy for
heading to
George. I feel kind of bad
Silverstone
for him now.
next week, seeing all the home fans, I'm sure it's going to be great.
Okay, well, go and enjoy spraying that champagne.
Thank you. Cheers, everybody.
Yeah, not
thus we
ideal.
conclude
Not what he
David
was looking
Coulthard,
for, but yeah,
Erling
it is what it
Schatz,
is, right?
George Russell, Max
It
Verstappen,
is what it
Kimi Antonelli,
is.
all different directions. But we heard
Interesting
from
race,
all of them, and it's
nonetheless.
a second win of the season.
Not what I was expecting, but we got what we got. It was fun. But yeah, Rachel, to your point, I was shocked that he also was a McLaren fan. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what are you talking about, dude? Are you okay? Like, are you okay, dude? But his car is cool. It is sick, that's for sure. And Oh, his fans will be posting and crawling out of the woodwork for his new WDC run. Oh yeah, for sure. People are definitely gonna be like, oh, George Russell this, George Russell that. They're gonna be so pumped, right? So I mean, it is what it is. You know what? I'm happy for George because I don't think that George is gonna win it this year anyway. So this is the closest he's gonna get. You know, and yes, the car is awesome. There's no doubt about that. His safety car is sick. It's a sick car. I kind of do miss the fact that Aston Martin's not going to be in it anymore. Oh, he hit the T-pose. George Russell hit the T-pose. He was like, brother, I got time. He's so corny. The Scooby-Doo reference, yabba dabba doo. George is crazy. He's crazy, man. Well, that concludes the Red Bull Ring, guys. Kind of crazy. We did it. 71 laps of a little bit of chaos. It was fun. Next weekend we got Silverstone. Let me read off the schedule again real quick. We have a sprint race. So free practice I probably won't be doing. It's on July 3rd on Friday, next Friday. Sprint qualifying is on July 3rd also. I will be on for that. That's at 8:30 in the morning. And then the sprint is on the 4th of July. Happy America birthday. That's going to be at 4 in the morning. I won't be doing that, but I will be doing qualifying at 8 a.m. and I'll be doing the race at the Grand Prix. So, you know, I'll make sure to post some things. I'll do some updates along the way. It'll be sick. The Dutch are going to be partying. Yeah, the Dutch are definitely going to party. That's for sure. Dutch know how to have a good time. They know how to get down. I'm going to stay on until the podium champagne spray. See if they spray George at all. Show him any love. If they don't, I wouldn't mind. But yeah, I'm going to stay on until then and then go from there. Enjoy the rest of my Sunday. But yeah, I've enjoyed having you guys on stream with me. Rachel, it's always a pleasure talking to you. Thanks for hopping on and keeping the conversation going. You're an absolute legend. I just want you to know that. It goes very appreciated. Kimmy and Max will be chatting up each other. Oh yeah, for sure. They're definitely going to be chatting up. They don't care about George. I don't think Kimmy even likes George that much, to be honest with you.
I was looking on my dash to see who was behind and just said,
Let's see what they're talking about in here.
They were deploying so weirdly.
This is very quick in the low speed.
I almost crashed with Leclerc into turn 1. In the lap.
It is always good to talk F1 with people who enjoy it. I agree. It makes it that much better. It makes it that much better. I completely agree with you on that.
Do you have drinks usually in the car?
Yeah, I mean, I do drink, but I mean, it gets really hot now. It's like a tea.
Yeah.
It's just not great.
I've never had it fail. It didn't work.
Oh, it didn't work today?
No, it didn't work. I thought
I had the same.
Really? That's weird.
Like,
I thought it was just frozen. It just never...
I was trying...
George feels so uncomfortable, like so forced to talk to with Max. Obviously, he doesn't have a good relationship with him, but it feels so forced, though.
Grand Prix victory. Jolene, did it taste like tea when you're in the car?
Did it taste like
End
tea?
Of the race?
It had the
in the
temperature
car?
of tea. It did not taste of tea. Some warm electrolyte.
I know, right? Max is like, I'm just waiting to party, bro. Like, he just wants to party. That's all he wants to do. I can't be mad at Max, though. Max, listen, that's the one thing about Max I will give to him. That dude knows how to have a good time. You know who I... Okay, let's hear the theory. Let's hear it. I'm open to it. Can't wait. I love a good theory. Hot take, conspiracy theory.
Warm electrolyte does not sound appealing. George Russell is about to celebrate his first Grand Prix victory since March. He's going to have Verstappen and Antonelli for company. Oscar Piastri has finished 4th.
It's going to be good, I can tell.
Hamilton, Hadjar, Norris, Leclerc, Lawson and Lindblad. They're the top 10.
Kimi Antonelli.
Of the podium finishers. The leader of the World Championship by 40
Kimi
points. George Russell back up to 2nd in the standings. Well, he's never going to be happy with 2nd place, but it is his best result.
All right, Max. Max Verstappen.
In the fight for wins in Formula 1.
George is the driver's rep to the FIA. I think he's very upset about Max's large influence on the FIA. Oh, I did forget about that he's a big part of the FIA. I did forget that. That's a good theory. That's a good theory. You know what? You're onto something there, because yeah, I like that. I see where you're going with this. I do. That's probably why yesterday happened the way it did. The FIA was like, we gotta protect our boy. What if George Russell's has separate high level meetings with them? Yeah, this is true. And you're, I mean, I hadn't even thought about that. That's a very valid point. This is, I like this theory, Rachel. You're onto something here. I think that there's some truth to what you're saying, is what I'll say. Obviously, MBS just got voted out, or not, sorry, he was able to vote out having term limits, so we have a dictator in the whole perspective of what's happening in motorsport now for the FIA. He can stay there forever, ultimately. So yeah, I don't doubt that at all. I don't doubt that at all. That checks out to me. And I think Max Verstappen has real influence, just like Lewis Hamilton does, right? So I think at the end of the day, that's why George probably is a little annoyed about that, because, you know, Max Verstappen has his way of how he views things also. So, you know, it is what it is. I get that.
Russell savoring the feeling of Grand Prix victory in Austria again. A second time this trophy is heading to the Russell.
I'm going to close the data.
His engineer Pete.
No, I'm going to leave it open.
Kimi's engineer Pete Bonington underneath the podium. Deputy team principal Brad.
No term limits equals at least the billionaires are happy.
The old head coach, Formula 1.
Exactly. I think that it's very on brand that that MBS got what he wanted. It kills me that he posts him hanging out with like Toto Wolff and Christian Horner and Zach Brown and all the dudes, all the team principals who are all quiet billionaires as well. I had dinners and stuff with them, driving cars. It's like, dude, we get it, man. You're a scumbag. We get it. You know? And he's also like he comes off like a bit predatorial to me. How he was like rubbing Lando's head all the time, and like how he does the same thing to Kimi, and like all the younger drivers he kind of like bullies a little bit. It's like, bro, who are you, man? Who are you to be doing this, huh? Like you're not that cool, bro.
And
like relax.
The championship leader, Kimi Antonelli, by 40 points.
The Dutch, that was cool. The Austrian Grand Prix, guys.
On the podium.
We did it. We made it, Rachel. We made it.
Week of motor racing in Austria.
We made it. Well, that was sick.
The final 5 laps.
Everyone, thank you for joining. Thank you for yeah, it is weird as fuck. I completely agree with you, Rachel. It's super weird. And I'm not here for it. It's definitely not cool. But with that being said, I'm gonna go get a coffee. I enjoyed every second of this. A little bit of a slower race, but I enjoyed every second of it, though. I appreciate you guys all chiming in and tuning in for this hour and 46 minutes. It's been great having you guys. TikTok, Twitch, YouTube. Thank you for the support. I promise they'll keep getting better. I'll keep getting better. And yeah, I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of the Sunday. Wherever you are in the world. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week for the British Grand Prix. It's going to be sick. Have a good day, and I'll see you on the next one. Rachel, take care. I'll talk to you soon. Yeah, it's been a blast hanging out with you. I'm glad. I'm gonna bust Adam's balls too. We'll talk. I'll talk to you. I'll see you next week on chat. Have a good rest of the day, guys.
Russell's tough run has concluded. He is back on top. And no matter what view you had of this one, there was a lot going on at a spectacular venue for Formula 1.